Can hear us.
Uh,
Hello, now they can hear us. Hello. Mars is still getting
oh,
water.
hey, chat.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome one and all to this very special edition of Ace
Indeed.
Attorney. This is
Mm.
different for us.
Yes, exactly.
Uncolorful
Get your
farming.
bingo cards. New week of bingo. You gotta get that. We definitely had some times. There were definitely some things yesterday, during yesterday's streams. But, today is to get the Dylan stuff.
Yes.
No worries,
Hashtag
Extreme
get
Bulk
the
Guy.
Dylan stuff.
Yeah, gotta get all those Dylan squares.
And today's the
Tonight's
day
the
to
night
do
for
it.
that. But yeah, so today is very special as we are starting off this arcade cabinet with Ace Attorney Volume 1. So Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Smasher Pass. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this is all
And
characters.
you may be wondering how this is going to go. So are we.
I'm excited. I think everybody here is excited, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I made this nice little official looking logo. I have fun with that. I don't know why, making
Oh
these
my
like
God.
fake Ace Attorney logos. But
Look at the scoreboard. I love it.
yeah, so on the left is Smash and on the right is Pass.
Oh,
Okay,
give me 1 second. I need to
that's
open
how I'm
up
doing it.
Twitch.
Ah, yes, or YouTube, however you want to go. We're
Yeah,
on
either
both
or.
today.
All right.
Um,
It is.
we're in the
As
YouTube
per
Twitch
usual.
subscriber race. YouTube had surpassed Twitch. Well, I guess followers on Twitch. YouTube had surpassed Twitch, but now Twitch has got the upper hand by 6 more follows than YouTube. So I think everybody follows everybody everywhere. But if you don't, you should go follow on the other platform or subscribe.
We're not sure who's going to take the gold home, but I'm very interested to see.
Wait, this is a challenge?
Well, like
Well,
a fun challenge.
for
There's no
us,
like
'cause we're
time
like,
limit.
"Ooh, is he
Yeah,
going to pass Twitch
it's not like
today, or
who's
will it
gonna
be the other way
win
around?"
by 2023. There's not something like that.
More just for our own entertainment.
Gotcha.
But yes, yes, yes. All right. People are trickling in, but I think that we shall begin. Are you guys ready to smash or
Ready.
pass? Well,
I'm
let me close my
always
door.
Yeah,
ready.
this is definitely one you don't want the door open for.
My father left it open after he delivered my hot chocolate beverage. But yeah. All right. Let us
You
begin.
have great
I made
room
a
service, I must say.
I really do. I really do. But I made a Google Slides. So let us jump right in, okay? Boop. So first
let's
up, we have Phoenix Wright. And now, I did put the ages with everybody because multiple characters do age up later on and look different. So this is specifically the Phoenix that we see in this game. So Phoenix Wright,
Don't worry,
24.
guys.
There is no
There's-
Cody Hackins.
I was about to say, there's no chance of Smasher passing an underage person.
Yes, no
Yeah.
underaged. No underaged.
We're not doing
I
that.
will say, some ages might surprise you, though. They did surprise me in finding all this stuff. But, I'll go first. Phoenix Wright, for me, easy smash. Look at him. Even the hair, it's fine. He's got a kind heart. He's determined, Come on, what else could you ask for? The one thing that gets me is the eyebrows, but I can accept it.
He's definitely a stand-up guy. I really like his whole I'm gonna fight for the people who can't defend themselves. Very, very honorable mentality. The blue suit, gotta say, that is a look and he is rocking it. The hair looks dangerous. The hair does look dangerous. I feel bad for Miles Edgeworth because he can't really comb his fingers through that very easily. But I'm
Probably
sure
like
they
a
make
brick.
No, I'm just imagining there's so much freaking gel in that.
Exactly.
It's just hard as a rock. Like, could you imagine the amount of not only hair gel, but how much he'd have to shower just to get all that hair
He
gel
only
out?
sleeps on his side. That's all I'm gonna
No,
say.
literally.
He can't sleep on his back. He just
sleep
can't do
on
it.
his back. Just get his pillow stuck to him like a hedgehog.
So is that a smash then, Mars?
It's still a smash. He's got a look. He's rocking it, and you know what? When you have confidence, it works.
Dylan?
All right, well, I guess that leaves me. So let's start off nice and controversial.
I expected
hey,
as such.
guys, we all love to just come home after a long day, uh, go into the kitchen, and throw our arms around our beloved sweetheart, the blue badger. I mean, who
Oh my
does?
God.
I mean,
where
honestly,
this is going.
yeah. I mean, we everyone in this chat, of course, wants to immediately jump after their girl, the blue badger. And to me, Phoenix Wright is just the person version of the blue badger. I mean, look at him. Come on. We're not all Sonic OC fans. Well, maybe we are, but not me. And so, the controversial hot take. This is a hard pass.
You know,
Really?
this hurts me. I play Phoenix, Dylan. What is this saying? What is this saying? But
I don't know why you need a translation. That's all I'll leave it.
we will move on to the next. Oh, go
I
on.
will say what I expected you to say, Dylan, with the whole hug from behind thing is like you go in for the hug and
Yeah.
suddenly you end up with an eye full of
Impaled,
spikes. Just
blinded.
Right,
It's definitely
right.
true.
No mercy.
All right. To the next, we have Miles Edgeworth, also 24. Now, if you'll sense the trend later on, but I will say, when you look up Miles Edgeworth on the internet, the amount of, and I'm not talking fan content, I'm talking official visual art content that exists for this man compared to any other character in the entire franchise for him at this age is incredible. That is why he has 4 images instead of everybody else, because I could not choose. And if that's any indication, it's a smash. Like, if any of you say not smash, I don't know what this is, because that's what I'm gonna say.
It would be lying, is what it would be.
I would be lying.
It be lying.
Look at this man.
And you'd have to live with yourself for lying to yourself.
I think it's not just a unanimous smash between the 3 of us. I think it's a global unanimous smash.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I must agree. It's just he's got the look going for him. He really does. Like he's got the framing with the bangs. He clearly has good taste in suits. I mean, look at that. And he's bringing in a little bit of that Victorian era with the neckerchief there.
Oh, we called it. We learned the word for it, Dylan.
We did, didn't we?
What was it
Oh, I don't
called?
know what
Or
you're
was I
talking
there for that? I
Maybe
don't
you
know.
were. I don't know. My parents said the word for it, and we looked it up, and it's there. And we were like, yes, that's it. But, you know, he also
have
got the
no
pose
idea.
down. Look at the posing, man. Like, come on.
This is a man who has practiced in the mirror for this moment.
All right,
I say
Dylan.
smash. Definitely smash.
He's a bad boy. And when people say bad boy, they're the boy he's referring to. He started it. He's the first one. And listen, the neck thing looks bad, looks weird, but it can't detract from the godliness he's got going on elsewhere. Like, it doesn't matter. It's still a hard smash.
All right. There you go. Unanimous smash from all of us. Let us move on to the next. We have Mia Fey, who did surprise me at being only 3 years older than Phoenix at age 27, I will admit.
Jesus Christ. I was really worried that you said Maya for a second there.
No, Mia.
Yeah.
Maya is not in here.
27 age surprises me too.
Yeah, it's just a little younger than I expected. I was expecting more like, you know, around 30 or something.
30s for
But
being as accomplished if she were, but hey, that's a point in her book.
oh no, exactly. And you know, she's got the look, she's got the hair, envious of the hair. Like the whole like the volume she's got and the bangs. Damn. All right. The scarf, you know, she pulls it off the best out of the 2 people we'll see here with the scarf. So, you know, she's kind-hearted. She's, you know, determined as well. Doesn't let you quit. I'd have to say smash.
Wait.
Wait, what, Dylan?
No, doesn't let you quit. I was just agreeing.
Oh my god.
We all knew it was gonna go that direction. No, honestly, I must agree. I say smash. I mean, firstly, I want her style just in general. The suit paired with the skirt, very nice. I love that she keeps like the emblem from her clan, like she stays connected to her roots. Amazing. Absolutely beautiful. The earrings, very nice touch as well. And she's just got a really like don't mess with me type attitude. Like she will get to the bottom of a problem. Like you said, she ain't giving up.
All right, I have to be the voice of reason yet again. All right.
No, you don't, Dylan, because
not-
I know the
no, no,
answer
no,
you're
no.
gonna say.
No. Hear me out.
Don't
All
you
right,
dare
You come
insult
home.
Mia.
You come home from work after a long day of being a lawyer, okay? And now she's been telling you you've been doing a terrible job all day because you have been. You're a terrible lawyer. But regardless, she's still with you. And you love her for that. And you have a nice, passionate, romantic evening. And you wake up, and the first thing that happens is handcuffs are slapped on your wrists, and you're arrested for pedophilia. Because guess what? She's dead! And you're actually banging a 14-year-old the whole time! You gotta close your eyes. And hold on. No. I will not tolerate this shit.
I think
No.
goblin mode.
Dylan, while I understand your point, you are categorically wrong because I specifically did not put in any images of Mia as Maya. All right? So this is Mia Fey before she died, okay? Very much alive. This is your choice. And if you're going to try to sit here and tell me that you would not smash this woman, you're lying to yourself, Dylan, because I know you.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel like Dylan's in a damned if he does, damned if he doesn't.
I'm just saying, if he wants to lock in the pass, he certainly may.
Here.
But he is using information that is not part of the game. That's all I'm gonna say.
Irrelevant, Your Honor.
Oh, very right.
Objection. There are multiple dead people in this. It is before they were dead. Okay.
All right.
I think there's a whole bunch of dead people in this.
There's definitely multiple dead people in here. Okay.
I will say, and I actually believe this. This is not me being silly. I feel like her body type massively changes a lot. Okay,
Well,
look in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely doesn't stay consistent.
There's definitely not
profile.
exactly. The middle one is definitely less personality going
Voluptuous?
on. Yeah.
Yes. Less voluptuous, but like massively so. Like it feels like it's not just like. It can't just be the way she's standing. Like something else is going on there.
But if 2 out of the 3 official images are very, very full of personality, like I don't know, Dylan.
I'll say that it's definitely 2/3 of the time a smash.
I mean, I gotta say, the expression she has in most of these images, she knows she's gonna win her case. She's got nothing to lose, and who doesn't like that confidence?
Absolutely.
I'm putting you down for Smash then, Dylan?
Yeah, you can put me down for smash.
All right.
I think we convinced him. Woo!
All right, we got three heavy hitters out of the way. Again, Gumshoe, 32, another age I did not particularly expect, but this one feels a little better than Mia being only 27.
Feels right.
Feels pretty good. Again, you know, he's kind of a bit of an idiot. He's not all there. He doesn't have it all together. However, incredibly well-meaning. You know that he cares. He cares about people. You know, look at how he cares about Edgeworth all the time. You know, very caring man. You know, big teddy bear vibes, right? And I gotta say, suspenders. You can't go wrong. Trench coat. It's all good stuff. So I'd have to say smash.
Okay, well, here be my chance to be controversial, I suppose. I'm gonna say pass, and that's not a dig at him. I really do like his personality. He's he's sincere. He's pretty like straightforward, almost to a fault. But he's also got a naivete about him as well. But he's got a good heart at the end of the day. For those reasons, I kind of see him like a big brother or a mentor in a sense, like a very incompetent mentor. But he's definitely got the like naivete that's just like, okay, you're brother material, and you're good at that.
Mars has friend zoned him so hard.
He really has.
Brother
zoned.
Brother zoned. Friends.
Brother zoned.
Even harder of a friend zone.
Exactly.
So
brother zone, the ultimate friend zone.
I'll say that I have to, out of principle, say pass here because Gumshoe and I share a lot in a lot of different ways. And if I were to say smash, that would be too masturbatory for this game.
Oh, geez.
But you smashed Edgeworth, Dylan. I don't know.
Well, he's so hot, I can't resist.
Oh, damn.
Listen, humans have their limits, I will say.
We are not immune to the charms that is Edgeworth.
I don't think anyone is.
Edgeworth.
No one is. No one is.
Miles just defies all logic with
All
how
right.
amazing he is.
moving on. We have Larry Butts. This is my first pass. Hardcore, easy peasy. He's too much and not enough all at once, right? Like he's very crazy. He loves way too hard, way too fast, but is an idiot in the end, you know. And again, bad luck follows him around, and it's not always fully his fault, but he definitely doesn't help his case when he deals with it, right? He's got a temper that's been shown, all this sort of stuff. And I gotta say, the gangly is not for me. All right, the goatee, it's not for me.
Or what you're saying is you don't like them skinny and scrawny?
Not that much. Not that much. The calf pants with those shoes, bad choice. Bad decision.
Okay. I think it could be intentional on his part, because notice how the sleeve is like past his hand, but the pants are too short. I just think this man doesn't know how to shop for himself.
Oh, I believe it.
At the very least, he color coordinated himself pretty well. Like, he didn't choose egregious colors. Like, everything still works.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I kind of think that's all. I mean, the smirk. I mean, he does wear the smirk well. Unfortunately, his is a little bit more of an I'm up to no good smirk, and like, he really doesn't think before he speaks. And we got more spiky hair that you could impale yourself on. I bet him and Phoenix are like gel buddies. So
I can
would
see that.
say it's a pass from me. And maybe that's what they bonded over in high school. You never know.
All I'll say is when someone is able to be described with the phrase "when something smells, it's the butts," it's almost a guaranteed pass. Like, you have to be a freaking man muffin.
Bode well.
You have to be like rippling abs to be even considered a smash here. But I want to like
Larry.
he's a creative guy. He can make you like a weird clock that you wouldn't think. And
That
you know
is
what?
true.
I like that. I
That
like
is
that
impressive.
in a partner. The zane, the weirdness, yeah. But they just make too many bad decisions, and they cause
Exactly.
a surprisingly large amount of damage in the process.
Indeed. Alrighty.
Oh,
And,
poor
you know,
Larry.
It surprised me that they gave him an age where he was, at least at the time, younger than Phoenix and Miles by that year.
Yeah,
there.
that's what caught my attention. I was
Yeah.
like, really? That's his
You know,
canonical
it
age?
happens. It happens.
Huh. The
All right.
more you know.
Now this one, we do not have a accurate age for the judge, in the sense of that it gives me like he's probably born
To
this
be
year.
determined.
So he is at very least 45 when we see him in the current game, based on the current year that the game is in here. Okay, that man don't look 45. That's all I'm gonna say. If he is 45,
45-year-old
he
man.
aged very badly.
I'm sorry. What the hell? No, that is not a 45-year-old. Oh, the stress of the court got to him.
That's way more than 45. He's at least 55.
He's too dense, right? We constantly have to explain everything that like everybody else is on board, like on level with, but he's not. And I gotta say, seeing him in this full body, he's just a cube. He's just like it does him no favors. It does him no favors. He's just a square.
Judge
Pass.
throws me off. I did not expect him to be so blocky.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I really didn't. And I just look at his eyes. This poor man has seen so much shit in his 45-year lifetime. Like, those are some sad eyes. I just feel bad for him, but I would not smash. Sorry, Judge.
Listen, originally I came into this thinking, what the fuck? Obviously no, Jesus. But then you get to that third image, and it's revealed. This guy wasn't a judge his whole career. He was a fucking
dwarf?
lumberjack.
Oh.
No! He was rescuing people. He was the sexy lumberjack in the calendar that you buy and hide it underneath your bed. Like, this guy.
Oh my god.
Underneath that frock, you know what? There's probably rippling abs. I'll say it. Look at him. He's hiding in plain sight, but he's actually an alpha male. Like, he's just like, oh, what's this? Like, what is that? I don't know what that is. I don't care. I'm too busy lifting weights and pumping iron and getting babes. Like,
Definitely gives me like Dragon Ball Z Master vibes. Like, he's got the bald
literally.
head, he's got the long beard.
Just
Like,
anime
he's the guy
master
in
in
Avatar.
general
With
vibes.
his Judge
He's the guy in
Rome
Avatar.
despite most of his bulk.
It's like a King Boomy kind of thing. Like, you're
Mm.
gonna choose to fight him.
Yeah, I
He
could see
tears
that.
off the shirt. He's got like an 8-pack. This guy will fuck you up. So I'm gonna have to say Smash. Listen,
Damn.
All right,
Alrighty.
then.
look at the
Alrighty.
way he carries himself. The middle image, he's like, I am just simply too much of a Chad for this shit. And he's right.
I mean, he's been doing this job a long time.
He
That's not
definitely
all he's
has.
been doing, Mars. That's
Oh
not
my
all
God.
he's been doing.
Oh, whoa.
Next.
Sometimes he's laying down the law. Sometimes he's laying down the... Okay, good.
Oh God. Next we have Manfred von Karma, which 65. I was pretty understanding with.
Holy fuck.
Hard
he's-
pass.
He's
100%.
65?
He's 65. He looks sinister as hell. I will say
Oh, come on.
this pose is a vibe. However, this front-on image of him looks like he tried out for the Grinch or the Ghost of Christmas Past and then like died. And I can't
does.
accept it. I can't accept it. Hard pass without question.
This is propaganda. He is not 65.
No, he is.
I
This
swear
is
to God.
straight
There's
from the
no way
wiki.
that man
This
is
is
65.
straight from the wiki.
All right. I have an actual hot take. I'll wait till after Mars, though. Go ahead, Mars.
Okay. Well, I gotta say, he definitely works that side pose a lot better because that front view, oh boy, that's like you do not want to look into those eyes. Those are staring into your soul. They have seen every lie you've ever told, or if you've never told a lie, he's forming a lie that you have told based on circumstantial evidence. While I do have to thank him for giving Edward Edward
Edward.
Oh my God.
Edward.
Edward tennis balls.
Well, but Von Karma, you did give Edgeworth his amazing sense of style, so I will commend you there. I never noticed that on his like frock or shirt, like there were these weird geometric designs and also like a jacket window so you could see it.
No. This is his lapel.
Kind of odd.
This is his lapel. And then in here is the vest on the inside. So this white area is the lapel.
Okay. Because I feel like this area on the bottom should be like tucked in. I don't know. It's just throwing me off. I do have to say I do like his hair being combed back. Very stylish. Very, very on point. It matches the aesthetic he's going for clearly. The cane, also a very nice touch. I don't know if he actually needs it or if he just wants to have it to match the aesthetic. Either way, it works.
There's no
Personality is absolute shit though.
Yep.
So it is a pass.
I just realized he has earrings. Why doesn't Edgeworth have earrings then? Come on.
Maybe that's part of Edgeworth's character development. Maybe he'll get
Gets
some
his ears
earrings.
pierced.
You
All
know?
right, Dylan.
All right. Originally, if you asked me my opinion of him, I'd say obviously pass. But I want to draw your attention to a couple of things, okay? First things first. He's 65. And while your immediate reaction is, oh, God, look a little bit closer. Look at the left image.
Mm.
Look at the right image.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the right image gives it away. Like, he got like a neon sign that just tells you. He's actually a vampire, okay? Look, the way he's dressed,
he does
how
have that
old...
Neo vibe going as
Yeah,
well.
he does. But look how old he is, and look how young he looks. The only thing that is giving away his age is his evil expression. Like, hold on, I'm telling
So,
you right now.
Dylan,
if
are
he
you
was walking someone
suggesting
across the street,
resting bitch face?
more like active bitch face, but yes.
Okay.
So all
Dylan.
I'm gonna say is, hold on. Like billions of people around the world, all unanimously agree that people find vampires hot. And I think if you look deep within yourself, you might agree. In fact, I know for a
don't.
fact you agree.
I don't find
that
all
vampires
vampires
are hot?
hot. Some of them are.
Well, okay, stop right there, criminal scum.
What?
We both know you do.
Not all of them.
By and large, the majority of vampires you
I
find.
don't know about that one. There's a lot of like old
I'm
icky
telling you.
ones.
You did like Noe quite a bit.
Look at him.
Oh, yes,
And
you did.
come on.
No. Listen,
Vanitas isn't a vampire.
Sadly.
this
But yeah.
guy is an actual
Tragically.
vampire.
Maybe one day.
Not just morally, but like literally he's a vampire. And he's got the drip, he's got the vibe. It's gonna have to be a smash.
I have one question for you, Dylan, as I
Yep.
enter your score. And that is, how old do you think my parents are?
What the fuck?
'Cause I
Your
don't- I-
parents aren't vampires.
No,
Pause,
what I'm trying to
pause
say.
right the fuck there.
What I'm trying to say is that I don't think my parents are around Von Karma's age, and like I think Von Karma looks older than them. So I don't know. 65 seems pretty accurate. This is what I'm saying.
Guy, he's a vampire. It's totally different. I'm not gonna
All
even
right.
entertain
All
these
right.
questions.
All right. Moving on.
You can't deny the obvious wrinkles he has on his face.
He definitely does.
I easily can.
Winston Payne, 52. Very unfortunate for him. I don't think there's much to say about this man. He kind of sits in the background. I think his description when we first met him in the beginning is that he really doesn't do well at getting to his point. And, it gives me wishy-washy vibes. His hairline did not last. I feel like at a certain point, you just kind of got to shave it off at that point. It's a pass. He's not got drip. He's not got anything else.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's very unfortunate for Winston Payne. He comes in, he's our first opponent in our first ever trial, and it's a shame. He should have more confidence because, how long has he been doing this? And he's still kind of wincing his way through trials. It's a little. You wish the guy had more confidence, especially with this business look going on. Like, he doesn't look like he'd be like squirming under the pressure. Like he doesn't look weak or anything. He looks more weaselly to me. He looks like he should have a plot going on behind those gleaming glasses, but he doesn't. So it's just kind of like, oh, you think there's something there, and no, it's just disappointment. I'm sorry, Winston Payne. It is a pass. Winston Payne, more like wince in pain.
So, look at the middle picture. Look at the left picture. I think it's pretty clear. This guy is the physical embodiment of the no bitches meme, but like that's him all the time. And I feel like that's how it would be in the bedroom too. Like even if you're about to give it to him, he's like
Looks up at the
his
camera.
eyes, looks up, no moaning, like
Oh God.
because he's not satisfying you. He can't do it. That's Megamind, though. I know.
Who could?
I don't know. Megamind is a smash. That's all I'm gonna say. But
Hey,
go on.
Megamind has personality.
He does.
Megamind is
Got
not a
the
smash.
confidence to
Hold
pull
on.
it off.
Megamind is not a smash when he's specifically in the frame
That's
where he's
fine.
going, no
Yes.
bitches.
I can agree to that. So it's a pass then.
It's a giga pass.
All right.
Seems to be a pass.
On to the next. We have Frank
Alrighty.
Sawit. All right. In the left
Ah!
in the left and right images, he's not the absolute most horrifying creature, okay? But he's definitely unsettling. And then you get to when he reveals that he's wearing a toupee the whole time and sort of riffs it off and is very angry, and it just seals the deal, right? Look, he's at a mild state of undress, and I gotta say, I'm not here for it. I don't want it. Button it back up, tie it back up. Thank you very much. He's also a murderer, so that, that's points distracted. Gotta say pass.
Listen, I feel like you understated it right there. It's actually not a toupee. It's a toupee.
Well played.
Indeed. Oh.
See, I'm like, he was giving me like these almost Mad Hatter crossed with Happy Mask Salesman vibes, which like, if you want to go for that, be my guest. And I will say the matching purple suit all the way through, I think works. If he had like gray pants or blue pants or black pants, like it would not have carried through. I'm glad he's stuck with one color and committed. Unfortunately, yeah, convicted felon, so that's definitely point docked. And the fact that he wears a toupee in general, it just shows again a lack of confidence. If you're gonna be bald, like rock the bald. Just have some confidence.
Just
But
be ball.
yeah, he's
What if
got
he likes-
none.
What if he likes the hair? He's got the confidence to wear a toupee.
Well, it depends on how
Then
you
don't rip it
interpret
off later. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Don't
Doesn't
blow
offend
your
all of it.
cover. Don't blow your cover and confess to a crime at the same time. You know, it was a very emotionally trying time for Mr. Saw It. But nah, pass.
It is the hardest pass in the history of passes, maybe ever. Like, look at this.
You mean
man.
the easiest pass? I mean, there's
No,
no.
Think about
I don't-
personality too. He's a faker. He goes on the first day and everything he's showing you is a farce.
You know, I will say, the only redeeming quality he has is this guy is probably desperate in the bedroom.
Oh God.
And so he would do whatever you, no matter what. But listen, that can't really take you all the way, is all I'm going to say.
Alrighty. Next we have Cindy Stone. All right, you know, we don't ever get to talk with Cindy Stone. She's dead on arrival in the game. You know.
Larry's girlfriend, right?
Yes, this is the girlfriend. She died. She's who Frank Saw It killed. Okay. Gotta say, not a fan of the hairstyle at all. You know, cut the bangs or you know, or grow them out. Like not this weird faux widow's peak bang deal. Don't know what's going on there. You know, her outfit's okay. It's all right. But what she does to Larry, he doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve her just going away and apparently like cheating on him in Paris or wherever. You know, not great. You know, she's just gonna ghost you and then you're never gonna talk to it again. Pass.
Yeah, definitely. You know, she fails in the relationship category, and sadly, that's all we know about her. So that's all we could judge. Yeah, just from aesthetic alone, the anime picture up here is definitely doing her hairstyle a lot more justice than
It's still not
the
great though.
actual game images. It's still not great because like with the game image, you got this hard point right in the center of the bangs. I will tell you, as someone who tried to emulate that for God knows whatever reason, it's not a hairstyle you want. It gets in the way. It's annoying. Why would you want a longer piece of hair right at the center of your face? Makes no sense. But then if we look at this anime shot, okay, they softened it up a bit, but then we have these random like not even flyaways. They're just like sticks that hang out from the
Wispies.
bangs. And yeah, wispies. That's not really how bangs work. I will say she did curl the ends of her hair very nicely. But with that being said, I'm mostly judging her actions here, and her actions weren't great. I gotta say pass. Sorry to
Yeah.
speak ill of the dead.
Aha.
This is not mathematics. There's no like transitive or communicative properties here. So just because Larry's a pass, you can't treat him bad and then make your pass into a smash. She's also a pass. She's really bad. She's got no redeeming qualities. She's kind of like Mr. Saw It, except she's dead, so it's even worse.
All right then.
We see where the bar's been set.
All I'm gonna say is, you know what? This is the one and only redeeming quality that Mr. Saw It has. He killed her. So actually, we should go back and revisit the pre.
Oh my God. No. Alrighty.
Retroactively. Oh, good
Un
choice.
Yeah.
unpass now smash. No, it doesn't solve all of his problems.
Oh,
All
it
right.
doesn't work that way.
Going on to the next turnabout, we start with the bellboy. Now, you know, he looks all right. It's okay. I don't think there's anything too special. He'll bring you tea. You know, he'll wait on you. He'll dote on you. He seems to take his job very seriously in that way. The colors are nice and all that. But I don't know. I don't want him acting like he was acting with Miss May if I'm in a relationship. Like, I'm concerned. You know, like, I'm concerned that he's just going to be getting little kisses and looking at, you know, other women while we're hanging out. He's on the job, you know. It's a very high-end hotel. The hotel now has all of these new people coming in, right? Because he's like he's promoting it with the murder and everything. I got to say, I'd be too concerned. I couldn't trust him. Pass.
That is very interesting that you say that, Ori, because I'm looking at this guy, and it's like you said, he's bringing you tea, he's making sure the pillows are fluffed. Like, he has experience in customer service. I nearly said pleasing people, but I'm not trying to make this weirder than it already is. With that being said, he didn't act great with Miss May. I'm wondering if because she wasn't the one. I'm not saying the one will fix everything, but I think in the right circumstance, he could be very attentive and very in tune with his partner. The one thing that throws me off, I'm not going to judge the outfit because I assume that was given by the hotel. He's just kind of forced to wear that. This was not his choice. However, he did choose to dye 2 strips of his hair bright orange. I don't know why this choice was made.
Yeah.
It doesn't ruin it though, so I will say smash.
All right.
This guy, 24/7, all day, every day. His job is to service you, and he's gonna make sure that you're satisfied. Okay?
See,
Now-
I love how I'm apologetic about being weird, and Dylan's like gung ho,
That's
Listen,
why
that's
we have
fair enough.
Dylan. That's all I'm gonna say.
guns a-blazing.
Unconscious people do not want tea, and this guy, he delivers tea to the people who are awake. I'll tell you what. Listen, it's a hard smash. I think
All right.
to say otherwise is to delude yourself. We all want someone
Whoops.
to bring us tea. No one wants to get up from the couch. You're really comfy.
Ori, you can't deny that. As a tea connoisseur yourself.
Oh,
wants
I,
to
I
Good
love
bring
tea.
you
I love tea. But I can't get past the idea that I would just think about him like, all of these like pretty, rich ladies that he's just going to be hanging out with all day that he can't, I'm concerned. I'm
Nah,
concerned.
listen. Even after April, May was incredibly flirtatious. And she was. He resisted her advances. That's all I'll say.
I
And
don't.
he still kind of sold her out.
All
really did.
I'm gonna, but see, that's another tick against him. Then, so he's just gonna sell me out if it's gonna make the hotel
If you're
better,
a
right?
murderer, sure.
No. If it makes the hotel better, right? What if I'm a celebrity and there's like gossip, right? He's just gonna spill my tea. He's gonna spill the tea too. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's our votes. So moving
I
on.
think we have to agree to disagree.
Grossberg being 64, I was a little surprised about this. I'm gonna go right here off the bat. He's a coward.
On karma, it kind of lines up.
It does line up. He's a coward. He ran away when we were dealing with what's his name? Red White with the murder of Mia,
yeah.
his apprentice, right? He literally just ran away. He was just in hiding, all this sort of stuff. He's very
Used
cowardly.
Sponsor Maya.
Exactly. Incredibly cowardly. All right? Incredibly cowardly. So, I'm the mustache is okay. I don't like that his hair is a head mustache. I'm going to say I'm not a big fan of that, but he does have money, but I'm going to have to say pass.
So I will say, upon first seeing this guy, he definitely had like big teddy bear vibes, like at least with looks alone. And ignoring his actual actions, he does have that grandfatherly look to him. Unfortunately, he is very cowardly, and he didn't help out someone who was a close family friend. And I also just noticed that in this right picture, it kind of looks like he has man boobs.
Oh, he's
I'm
got
not sure
moobs.
if that's
He's
how
no. He's
Mark.
got hella
on him
moobs.
or
Mars.
what? But
He
that
got-
caught
he-
my attention.
He got the movies. That's all
He's
you
got the
gotta know.
movies. There's no question.
He does got the movies.
They're
I
right there.
can't
They're
deny that.
they are accentuated by his jacket. They're not hidden. They're elevated by the
There is
the
not a
suit
jacket mighty enough to combat his movies.
And I'm gonna say like rock whatever you want to rock, no shame, but it's not for me. And yeah, I'm gonna have to say pass on this one. If he acted a little differently and he kept those grandfatherly vibes into his personality and not just his look, he might have been smash. But
Oh, no, I'm going to stop you right there. My entire analysis is exactly where Mars is, up until the point where she says, he's like a grandfather. And then I say, no one wants to fuck the grandfather, period.
I'm not thinking of smash as in that. I'm thinking of smash as in you're decent.
You're not. That's not what smash means.
So we're not about gilfs here in this chat. And that's all. That's all I'm understanding.
No. When someone says smash, they don't mean, man, you're like not a terrible person. They mean they would like to fuck you. That's
Dylan.
what smash means.
Dylan.
You've been playing the
Von-
game so far.
Von Karma is a gilf. That's all. It's a grandfather you'd like to fuck, Dylan. He's the same damn age.
No.
And so,
It's like the
not
reverse.
older.
No,
That's all I'm gonna say.
Pause.
Yeah, you're gonna call
Vampires-
me out like this,
Hold
and
on,
you're gonna get a
hold
pass.
on.
I'm sorry.
Vampires
No.
age very differently. That's all. I'll say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
they
right.
tried that in
All right.
Twilight. Didn't work.
I mean, it worked for a lot of teenage girls. That's all I'll say.
I'm putting it on like the hotness scale. So, you know, aesthetics and personality, you know, both can be hot. That's where I'm going. I'm not saying you're just okay. Like, you know, like there's multiple
Yeah,
people in here
Mars.
could just be like all right, but like you passed gumshoe is all I'm saying, Mars. And you're telling me that it's just if you're a good person, it's smash. You broke
passed
your own
gumshoe
thing.
Because brotherly
But
vibes.
so you would
Okay, maybe
if he was uncowardly. There you go.
Say again? What'd you say?
I said maybe I am breaking it. You happy?
Oh, yes.
We just warned you
Alrighty.
guys it would be controversial. You think Mario Kart is the thing that ends friendships? Nah, this is
No,
it, man.
this right here. All right, moving along, we have April May. Again, she's cute in the left one. You know, I can't deny. She's got the little cute, like kawaii looking face. You know, her hair's got a lot of volume. I love pink. Can't deny that. She's a bitch though. She's a bitch though.
Twins.
She is the biggest bitch. That's all I gotta
so?
say.
How so? That's
How
all I'll ask.
so?
How so?
How so?
How so?
Look at her on
How
the
so?
stand. She's just
Whoa.
manipulating. She's just, you know, just in here conniving and scheming. She's not using her looks in order to try and, you know, have a nice time. She's losing her looks to manipulate you. All right?
Hold on.
To manipulate you.
She is stuck under the brutal thumb of an evil mafioso, okay? Now, she's got two options. She has option one, get thrown into a gulag for the rest of forever like he tried to do to you. Or option two is to use what God gave her to influence and sway one of the most powerful people in our generation.
Beyond that, she has one hell of a temper. Multiple times does she come in and just yell and scream and get angry and all this sort of stuff on the stand. So much so that her heart buttons fall upside down. I gotta say,
After
this
you victimize her on the stand, after
Maybe-
you badger that witness.
maybe if I met her outside after Red White went to jail, maybe things could be different. But as we know her now, I'd have to say pass.
Yeah, she's definitely got that cutesy look going for her. And her circumstances are very unfortunate. But the fact that she also just defaults to flirting at any time conflict comes up or anytime she needs to get out of some, that just, you know, if we're going to focus on like the actual like smash pass part, that doesn't bode well for a relationship. Like she's
Mm.
not going to talk anything through. She's just going to flirt until the matter is dropped or you're distracted. So it just doesn't bode well for longevity. And like we saw on Stand, her real personality came out. So she's also putting up a lot of a farce as well. So I would say pass.
Listen,
Maybe she gets to be better now that she's out from under the control of the Red, White, and Blue Corp.
we're not
anything's
trying to find out. We're not trying to find out if they would make wife, if they would be your girlfriend. We're talking about a smash or a pass, okay? Now, look at her. She's got a number, I'll say two, that's the number, of good reasons to fall for her, okay? Number one, she is someone who is very charismatic in her own way, okay? Listen, God didn't give her a good loquacious ability. She can't talk. But she utilizes what she's been given, the hand she's been dealt, so to speak. And we were talking a lot about confidence before, about strutting your stuff. She's doing that every day. That's all she does. That's the only play she's got, and she plays it. Oh, she plays it, okay?
I will give her that.
Oh, I'll give her that and much more. That's definitely a smash.
Dylan, all I'm gonna say is watch out for sticking your dick in crazy. All right. Moving on.
I
Red White.
obviously that hasn't stopped me in the past, so I'll say.
Wow. Red White being 39
You had to say that while I was drinking water.
ruin your
You're going
laptop, Mars.
You're going to kill me.
All right, all right. Red White being 39? I don't know. Wasn't what I was expecting. And I'm
39?
not sure what I was
Really?
expecting, but not what I was expecting. Now, this man's drip, everything's fantastic except for the red tie. I needed it to be any other color but red. Red was not the choice here. However, he's got the bling. He's got the bling bling going on. He's got the smile. He's got the purple hair. He's got the little curl and everything. You know, Dylan's voice for him was without a doubt the accurate portrayal of this man. There's no other voice that this man could have had. And it was great. Okay? It's funny, him making up a bunch of words. The thing that loses points for him, besides being a murderer, obviously that's a terrible thing, and manipulative and what's the other word? You know, bribery and all that sort of stuff, blackmail. You know, these are all very dark marks on
Punching you.
his thing. Yeah, punching me, and you know, all these sort of things. Besides that, the one thing that gets me is the level of narcissism. Right? You walk into this man's office, right? He's schmoozed you, right? He's schmoozed you. He's taking you back to his office, right? You walk in, and what do you see? You see statues of him, bare ass naked, holding up his own desk. Okay? I'm sorry. That's a turnoff for me. Might not be for you, but I'm gonna have to say pass.
Fascinating. I
I'd
will
love to
say,
respond, but I'll let Morris go first.
you look at this guy and you're just like, this guy, he made his own outfit, he put it together, he's the one who chose all the jewels, and I gotta say, I respect that, especially for him to go all out with the jewelry. You know, that is confidence right there. I disagree with his choice of tie. For you, it's the red Ori. For me, it's those goddamn polka dots. Any other color, if they were black polka dots or something, it would have been better. But you know what? He's got the confidence to wear it. I won't knock it too hard. Hair, very, very well styled. You know, the ego thing, it's definitely not great. But if we're talking aesthetics, I'm gonna have to say smash.
All right.
Finally, some good old-fashioned honesty. You love to see it. Yep. All right, listen. Ori doesn't
Hey,
know this.
I think I was reaching because I didn't know too much about the other people. Like, what can I say about Winston Payne?
All right. Here's what I'll say. He does act like he's all that. But Ori tries to label that as narcissism. But I pose this question to you, chat. Is it narcissistic if it's true? If you really are,
God.
is it narcissism? Or are you accurately, correctly diagnosing the chadometer that is just off the charts? Listen,
Chadometer.
all I'll say, he did objectively control the town, the city. He was like a criminal mastermind, a puppeteer. He could do whatever he could punch you in the stomach and then get you arrested for murder, okay? Now listen, do I think it's moral? Hell no. Do I think he's evil? Hell yes. But that's quite the problem. That's why it's a smash.
All right, all right.
Your standards, man.
Now we
Listen,
don't.
we're not talking about loving. We're not talking about being in a committed relationship with.
We're talking about smashing a movement.
We're talking about smashing.
All right. We don't know a lot about Misty Faye. We only have this one image of her at this age. At this age of this image, she is 31. She's not currently 31 in the game. That would not make sense because, like we said, Mia is 27. But in this image, she is 31. And, you know,
Well,
just
she's
based
also
on
dead,
look...
so I think she stayed.
She's not
31,
dead. She's
right?
not dead.
Yeah,
She's
but-
missing. She's not dead.
She's not?
She's missing.
Oh.
No. She's not dead.
No,
We
I-
just don't
I
know where she is.
assume in Ace Attorney language that means dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
It's a Shadow Realm. I'm not digging her look very much. It's definitely motherly, you know. It definitely gives the mother vibes, the eyeshadow, the hairdo, and all of that. You know, she raised two, you know, great daughters. You know, to the point before she left. You know, the disgrace wasn't her fault, but you know, it's kind of bland, right? I think I'd just pass her by. I think I'd see her in the street and just move on, right? There's not a lot going on here. Not a lot special going on here. I'd have to say pass, because I would just walk on by. Wouldn't even take a second glance.
Yeah, you know, I think that's definitely working against her here. Like, she is very matronly, and she raised two amazing daughters. But even they, like, you could argue their looks are plain as well. I know April May certainly did, but they still stand out in a crowd. I almost wonder if it would be helped if we could see like the rest of her outfit, but if all we have is this headshot to go by,
This is all we got.
it's very plain, and it's very matronly as well, which not a bad thing, but just not attention grabbing either. I would say pass. And
Yeah,
also,
I'm pretty
what is
sure.
happening to her right ear?
It's
What the
like,
heck went on there?
yeah, I don't know.
That's just what both of her ears look like, but the hair is covering it.
It's
on the
covering the
left
other
side.
one.
No, seriously, I'm not even.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like it was drawn right for a second.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely a pass. Don't got much to say. She's like barely in. Like her existence is talked about,
Hmm.
but like her character isn't, and she certainly has no visible appealing qualities. So it's just a default pass, and unfortunately, we can't have anything more to go off than just that.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, I agree.
I was about to say.
The only answer for this man is throwing up
Yeah.
and walking away. So if any of you have a reason not to pass,
I mean,
I mean,
only thing I
sexualizes
will say,
minors.
Ori, is you might have been a little biased in your pose choices, because I know he had one less creepy looking
He
one.
does
but
not. He really does not.
I could have sworn he had a different one.
He has one that sort of looks up and to the side, but he is still incredibly shifty. He's still incredibly greasy
Ugh.
and sweaty, and there is no good image of this man. Okay?
Yeah, no.
I gotta tell you.
Pass. It's not even a contest at this point. Do I even need to explain why?
No.
I don't think so. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Dylan.
the dude's given us a good display of what he's about to do to us if we say smash, and that's on the right. Okay, and listen, he showed us what
way
he's got.
too eager for the results.
All I'm gonna say is it's not worth it. It's definitely a pass.
Alrighty.
Yeah, sorry.
Again, 32
Salmonella.
was not the expected age, and it makes it worse. That's all I'm gonna
It
say.
does make it worse.
32, I kinda am like, okay, I didn't expect it, but I understand it, because you know he is a producer. No, he's not the producer. He's the script writer.
He's the director.
Well,
director.
Yeah, so he's been doing it a long time. Like, he must have been in show business a while. Like, that age makes sense to me.
So
Go back for 1 second. Go back at 1
I
second.
don't know if I can,
Try, and if you can't, never mind.
but then we're gonna miss her.
Oh,
If I go back, oh, I found it.
you can't.
I found
Can't
it.
left arrow key that shit.
I found it.
Okay, there you go. Listen,
It worked.
on the right, he was going all in. Okay, he was trying to go from director to erector. It
Oh,
didn't work.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
It didn't work. So
Oh,
I think
God.
it's pretty clear.
All right.
Yep, nope. It's pretty unanimous.
All right. Wendy Oldback is the only person on this entire list there's no canonical age for her. It's not even listed. It's not even
Really?
speculated, unlike the judge. It literally nothing. Okay? Unknown. However, I gotta say,
Wow.
pretty freaking old. Okay? I do know, because I put this together, I do know how old Jack Hammer is. So she's definitely up there. She's got nothing going for her. I gotta say, the hair's okay. The hair's not bad, but she's got anger issues. She is like, incredibly, just sort of not, the uniform, that's not really her style. Only the little red dots in her hair and her lipstick are like her own style. But she's She's just rude. I can't deal with the like it's just children's fault, right? It's the younger generation's fault. There's no like rhyme or reason behind it, right?
Flip and snappers.
Exactly. And you know, she's just grating, right? There's no middle for her. She's either at 150 or she's at 0. And you know, I'm just gonna have to say, pass.
Oof, sad day to be a Wendy old bag. But yeah, I'm thinking along the same lines as well. Like, I mean, I'll give her this. Her hairdo for an older lady, pretty good. And she decorated it a little bit. So I will give her kudos where it is due. However, you could see in that right shot that she is prone to losing her temper and in very explosive manners as well.
Yep.
Hard pass.
So we do know one good thing about her, okay? She has surprising stamina for someone her age. Who was chasing Cody Hackins around all day, every day. And
I
while
don't know, she was dancing pretty hard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She must have ran for a pretty good distance before she just gave up. And that's probably all you need. That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, it's definitely a pass. Look at her, and then do yourself a favor and stop looking at her because there's nothing there.
Alrighty. Moving on. We have willpowers. Now,
Oh my god, that's the full image?
that's the full image, and he is 23, which is not the age that I expected to him. He is younger than Phoenix.
Younger than Phoenix?
He's younger than
Yeah.
Phoenix, which is not what I expected looking at this man here. Sadly, he does have resting bitch face. Okay? It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
He really does. Look at that. He needs an eyebrow wax to clean them up. They're a bit wily and like that. Same with, you know, he needs to sort of just trim the facial hair to neaten it up and all this sort of stuff. But I gotta say, looking at him on the right image with the samurai suit, right? He's having a good time. He's happy. He's nice. You know, he wanted to be the Steel Samurai, right? Like he cares about the children. You know, like it really matters to him. And he's jacked as hell. Look at that. You know, you can't deny. You can't deny. So when he does smile, and you'd hope to make him smile, I'd have to say smash.
Listen, can I just try to persuade you out of that? Because I think you've missed a key detail.
All right. What is this key detail?
Look at his face. Look at the left, look at the right.
Mm-hmm.
Now look back to the left and focus in on how his mouth is actually upside down.
In the left it is. He has resting bitch face. It
No.
doesn't matter.
It's not just resting bitch face. If you flip his mouth 180 degrees, it looks normal. No longer is it bitch face. It's like a regular face, okay? And if you look on the right, look at his eyes. They don't look like they're happy eyes, but his smile is happy. Again, I tell you, flip his mouth 180 degrees, and it's like the most despaired frown. This man, he's just built wrong. And that's why he looks so pained. He's just malfunctioning.
You haven't dissuaded me. It's still a smash.
Ah!
I'm taking it to pass from you, though, Dylan.
Did you just give yourself a pass number? Because you're only on 4
Oh, you're
for
right.
smash.
I did. That was me.
Yeah, that's definitely a pass for me. Look at I can't. Am I gonna have to like smash him with like upside down and backwards? Like it doesn't
Oh my
work.
god. Spider-Man smash.
I know. Yeah.
That would be impressive.
Mars.
Okay, this guy, like from day one, he was like, okay, this is the lion vibes. You know, looks mean on the outside, but heart of gold on the inside, and you know, it's pretty accurate. And we saw a lot of his true personality come out during his case. He was kind of reserved, but he was still like soft-spoken, but cared about his crew and all of that. The one thing that gets me here is that looking at the costume, the pants are still too long, even though it's for him, which makes me even angrier about that piece of evidence. But you know what? I can't fault him for it. And look at how big that grin is. Like he's dying in that suit. Because let me tell you, if you've heard the horror stories about being fully costumed
God.
while filming something, think of Jim Carrey in The Grinch. That man had to do meditation to be able to get through a day of filming
Sure,
in that costume.
meditation. The stuff that
Literally.
people who do stuff to like get through torture.
No, and this guy is filming not a high-end movie, not something that's going to be viewed by the masses or adults. He's filming a children's program, and he's still willing to put himself through that uncomfortableness and put himself in that sweaty suit just so the children can be happy. And you can see it's all worth it at the end of the day with that smile on his face. I'm a smash.
No.
Smash.
Hey, Dylan, you're the outlier there. You're the outlier
sorry,
there.
Dylan.
We call it the voice of reason where I'm from.
Oh, yeah,
You
okay,
can't
sure.
beat that smile. You can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
Well, moving on, we have Jackhammer. Now, we don't know much about him.
Jackhammer?
That's Jack
No,
Hammer twice.
it's
yeah.
Jackhammer twice, Mars. I don't know what you're saying.
Sure
I don't know what you're
about
talking
that.
about it. I am 100% sure that is Jackhammer,
Uh-huh.
both on the left and both on the right.
sure.
Okay, please spot the difference. You can't. That's all I'm gonna say. So,
You-
Jackhammer
You know what? You're right. I don't know what I was thinking.
ended up being kind of a dick, right? He's this great movie star. He's supposedly a very good actor. He had a very luxurious career, but in the end, he just sort of threw it all away.
Wait,
He
I'm
went.
Are you saying that this is a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm saying this is a bad thing. He went up. He tried to frame Will Powers for the murder of Dee Vasquez, and he failed, and he died. But he is still evil because of that. And I just gotta say, he couldn't take it. Right? He had an accident. He managed to not lose his career fully over it, but he couldn't hack it being the villain. And you know what? I'm not about that lack of confidence. It's a pass.
Sorry, when you say in the end he's a bit of a dick, that sounds like you're trying to sell him to me.
Oh my god.
I guess we could say where Dylan's tastes lie.
What are you talking about?
You said him being a bit of a dick would be a selling point.
Well, when you're talking about smash or pass,
Oh my
if you
God.
like a dick in the end, I'm just gonna. I must have misinterpreted. Oh.
Given the circumstances.
Ugh.
Let me throw my hat into the ring here. He's got the movie star look going for him. I can understand why he was the star of the studio for as long as he was. It's unfortunate that he ended up where he did, he got dealt a really bad hand, and unfortunately it just went to his head and he tried to murder someone because of it. The murder is definitely a turnoff. I'm trying to I'm trying to play this accurately, balancing between personality and actual looks. If we're going by looks, I would still say pass though. Because even though he's got that chiseled movie star look, it's like I have seen that look before. I mean, look at that on the right. I mean, it's still him, but I'm pretty sure it's a different actor playing him. So not unique, unfortunately for him. And murderer certainly doesn't help.
Sorry, Ori, you're like holding back something. Go ahead.
So Firebird in the chat mentioned another character from another TV show, a live action TV show, James Diamond from Big Time Rush, and I have found an image of him just to show everybody
Hold
in
up,
chat.
hold up.
It's very important. It is incredibly accurate. Look at that. James Diamond is just a young Jackhammer.
Oh my god.
Look at this. It's too real.
Hi, you are totally right.
It's too
I
real.
think he looks like his son.
wow.
His son? Okay,
Yeah,
still
it's
though.
his son.
Still though. So Dylan,
There's definitely a family resemblance.
That is uncanny.
wild.
He could be played by multiple actors. His looks are not unique.
Listen, there can be someone who's super hot, and the fact that they're like triplets, so that they're by definition not unique times 3, that's honestly a positive, not a negative. That's
God.
where I'll leave that. Okay.
Because you have multiple options to pick from.
I'd say that's where I'm gonna
Personality
leave that,
could be
and
bad. All right.
So what I will say If it was Richter, it's actually a smash.
Oh,
But
Richter's
it's
a
actually
smash.
not Richter.
It's not Richter.
This is a bargain bin Richter. It's a discount Richter, is what I'll say.
It is.
And it looks like you bought a Richter figurine, but like he was in packaging that like kind of melted him a little bit. And
So he came from Wish.
Yeah, he's a Wish Richter.
literally. Wish Richter.
Oh my god.
This is the Richter at home, and you know it's not as good as the Richter at McDonald's. Is all I'll say.
Oh my god. All right, all right. Also 37. I did not expect that, but moving on.
30.
She's 18.
Yeah, she's 18, so she's the youngest we have on this. She is still technically, not a minor at this point.
Let's be honest speaking. Everyone knows in chat that she's actually a 14-year-old girl.
And she's not. She's 18.
This is stop. And this is actually a bait. So if you say anything other than pass, we're actually going to kick down your door and arrest you because you are awfully sussy-wussy. Okay?
Do we want to skip it, Dylan?
This is a test from the FBI. There's no other explanation.
All right.
I swear to God, like, listen, I'm joking about the FBI thing, but she literally has the body of a 12-year-old.
Oh no, she looks very young.
Generous.
She looks very young, and that is a large mark against her. That is a large mark against her.
A large mark? No, that is the end of the analysis.
Well, the other things I wanted to say.
No.
All right.
It's just a pass.
The other things that I wanted to say was that she's very mousy. She's very sort of in the background. She's very unconfident. She talks all about her like not being good at doing her like assistant job, but they hired her. Like you got to be good at your job. She is passionate about the Seal Samurai, and you give her that. But I'd rather like play trading cards with her than smash it all. For numerous reasons, as we have just stated. So, Dylan said pass. I've said pass. Mars.
No,
correct
I would
answer
say
is pass.
pass. I'll give her this. She's definitely got that girl next door look going for her. But yeah, no, it's a pass.
Oh no,
She's
she looks
got that
very
little
young.
girl next door.
There
look,
you go.
right,
There
Mars?
you go.
Because she's 8.
So this is the image I was
Teen!
talking about.
You forgot the teen.
No, I did. What the? The
Yep.
middle image is amazing.
Yes, this is the image I was talking about, Dylan. This is an official image of the two of them. Okay, this is an official image. So we have D. Vasquez, 34. She's got the drip. That right off the bat, she's got the drip. The freaking like lacy, sort of mesh with the dress, and then like the butterfly stuff going on. The hood, the pin. She holds herself very well with the poses and the gloves. I gotta say, the gloves, top tier, high quality. Now she is a mafia boss. However, I never found her particularly mean. She was definitely quiet. Cut off, didn't take no shit from anybody, right? Like she did what she wanted to. She wanted to watch the clouds, she watched the clouds. She didn't do whatever. Obviously, got some dominant stuff going on there, as you can see with freaking Salmonella. I also always forget that Salmonella has a ponytail in the back of all that greasy hair, so that just makes that worse.
Yeah, me too.
But even disregarding the mafia stuff, where she was literally going to kill Maya and Phoenix at that one point, you can't fault her too hard. She's just trying to like protect her business, protect her job. Was it wrong of her to cover up this literal accidental murder in the end where it was self-defense? Yes, it was. You shouldn't do that. That's very illegal. However, I can't fault her for that. She wasn't trying to be evil. She didn't try to kill him on purpose. I would say smash.
Okay, so my big thing here regarding the case is that she was acting in self-defense. And it wasn't even self-defense where she was like, okay, I gotta kill this guy or I'm not going to live. She literally just pushed him away and he had a trip and happened to land on a very poorly placed
Incredibly dangerous fence.
Incredibly dangerous fence. But I gotta say, I really love her outfit here. The dangle earrings, the butterfly motifs all throughout the outfit, and it's not like from top to bottom. It's very subtle because you got the pin and then you got the 2 designs on the shoulders. It's very nice. I kind of like the monochromatic look as well, and then that pop of color with the eyeshadow and lipstick. Very, very nice. she's not a woman of very many words, though. I feel like if you try to learn more about her or try to get more out of her, she's going to be very vague and kind of make you do circles, run laps to get it. But, with enough patience, I would say a smash.
This is just a smash all around. Like, there's just no question. She's mysterious. That's why she doesn't talk very much. It's not because she doesn't have much to say. There's a lot going on up there, but she doesn't let you in, and it just makes you want it more. It's just an objective smash.
Dylan, there's two interesting things going on in
Also,
chat.
pause. Gigapause. First of all, I love how chat. Everyone needs to acknowledge Ori, Mars. They hem and they haw. Oh, this character's evil, and I hate them for it, and I'll never forgive them. But then the second they got the awuga hanga hanga bachungas, I mean, the second it just flips all the way around. Oh, she's a good, listen, and we all make mistakes. I mean, just look at it. I mean, I'm just
God.
I know. That's what I'm saying to you. I don't know why
I might have to
this.
rescind my answer after this sort of little tirade of yours. Jesus, I don't know if I can.
What? I will stick with my smash because, just look.
I am. I've been.
Alrighty, on to the next. We have.
Wait, I thought you wanted to talk about chat.
Oh yeah. In chat, Kai is saying self-defense is not justifiable, and my favorite though is Extreme Bulk Guy saying he was on the fence, but honestly smash.
Remind me, what was the circumstances of her self-defense?
Jackhammer came to attack her, to kill her, trying to frame Will Powers as it. She pushed him away, which ended up on him stumbling back over the fence and being impaled on the fence.
He came to kill her. How was he doing that? Did he have like a
He had the spear. He had the spear.
And he was coming at her with the spear.
He was coming at her with the spear.
He was coming at her with the spear, disguised as the Steel
Kai the
Samurai
Firebird.
to frame Will Powers.
In every state, that is justifiable legal self-defense.
There you go.
So
there you go.
It is actually.
What phrase, Kai? I don't even know what phrase we said now.
I think the ahawuga.
Oh, I see. All right. Lot of heart. 22. She's cute. She's got the little smug smirk going on. The poofy afro, hair is pretty nice. She's not trying for the drip, but the green goes with her. The color choice is on point. I do enjoy the big hoop earrings. That is a favorite of mine. Now, she is passionate. However, she's passionate to the point that she is a, what's the word? Not a systematic liar. A constant liar. She lies all the time. Just lies all the time. Wants the fame, wants the fortune. Just a liar about that. All this sort of stuff. But she does have the heart in the end. But I gotta say, I'm just worried about that, she's gonna lie about the stupid little things, and it's just gonna make, it's not worth it. Pass.
I'm trying to put my personal bias aside. I don't think I hit it when we played through this case that I was very much not a fan, mostly because of her lying. A innocent man could have been executed because she refused to share the actual truth of what happened. She also lied about meaningless things as well, like why hide that you're looking for a lake monster? I mean, it was just on the news. No one would think that's weird. Why make a cover-up story about a meteor shower? That doesn't make any sense. She made a bit of a come around, She tried to redeem herself a little bit. And, I gotta give credit there. She did at least realize the error of her ways. And in terms of aesthetics, I gotta say, I love this camping, nature-y aesthetic. So I was harsh on you in game, Lotta. I apologize. But you deserve the smash.
Damn.
Oh, shit. Well, I at least enjoy Mars's consistency. Ori, this is where I call you out. This is where I do a bit of a roasting, okay? Because
Damn.
I will tell you, Lotta Hart is literally ticking all the boxes that D. Vasquez ticked. in
She
terms
is
of being a
not.
total. Stop it! I am in the middle of my analysis. Except she's ticking all the boxes of being like a total unrepentant bitch, and she thinks she's right, but really she's not. Okay? Now the only thing she's missing is the awooga. And all of a sudden, it seems your analysis has done a willpower smile. It's turned itself 180 degrees, totally backwards and wrong.
Is that the
Listen,
phrase now? A willpower
That's the
smile?
phrase now. Listen,
Yes.
I mean what I
Oh.
say, and I say what I mean.
I feel like
She's not hot, and
I
that's
feel like
why
you're
you
one to
aren't
talk,
trying to
Dylan.
smash.
Yeah, well, I never said that this was solely personality. I don't know why this is supposed to be some sort of call out
I
post.
never
There
said
is
it was.
no question.
Balancing between personality and looks.
There
I'm
is
sorry.
It's
That's
both.
No
a
question.
vibe.
It's both.
Sorry.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is because it's both, I would expect a little more consistency from it.
Oh my
Listen.
god.
Giga Pass, Extreme Pass, absolutely not my type.
Kai saying, "Order, Dylan, order! You're out of line."
All right.
Damn it, he's out of line, but he's
We-
right.
We don't know this man very well at all. Robert Hammond, 48. He is the man who was the defense attorney. I'm sorry, the prosecutor? God, now I can't even remember. Yeah,
was,
the defense attorney for Yogi
Yeah.
Yanni. Okay? And so he
Yeah.
had Yogi Yanni plead insanity and got him off on that, but ruined Yanni Yogi's life. Now, one, the corruption, really bad, okay? Really terrible. Literally, trying to lie, trying to fake out the court. Number two, hairstyle, atrocious, horrible. It's the worst. You chose a middle part, sir, with this sort of like hair texture. Like, I don't know what's going on. And then you made it like mullet length. Like, I don't really know what's going on. Finally, if he looks like that when he is terrified, he was dead already. That is a ghost in that body possessing him. Look at this face. Okay, hard pass.
I will admit his terrified face does invoke like the Scream
Yeah.
vibe. All he's
Yeah.
missing is just hands against the cheeks, like Kevin McAllister style,
Yep.
Yeah.
and some aftershave. I mean, I feel like that would get him screaming as well. We can't see much of what he likes in terms of style. Unfortunately, it's a black and white picture, and we only got a headshot, so we really can't judge if he's got good taste.
It's got like bluish
He's
going
got
on
the
there.
suit and jacket down. So
It looks like a blue
most of the
jacket.
defense attorneys and prosecutors in this series do have good taste. I'll give him. I'll let that one slide. But when you get down to it, the only thing left to notice is the face and the hair. And the face is a very standard face, so there's not too much going on there. And the hair just looks like a mop.
Mm.
So this is a pass. It just looks like those mop cords to me.
All right,
Uh,
Dylan.
Sorry, Robert.
When you look at the right, that face, that utter scream, listen, it doesn't bode well for whatever face he'd be making during the act,
Mm. Mm.
because like
Oh.
when you're afraid, do you open your mouth as wide as you possibly can? No, you really don't. You're like,
Oh.
like you let out a noise. This man, he's showing you
Unhinges
every
his
chomper
jaw.
he's got. He's making sure, like, I swear to God, he's got like a dentist fetish. He's like showing you every tooth.
God.
I can't deal with it. It's absolutely a pass. Absolutely.
Alrighty. Moving on. We have Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi. All right.
Oh God.
I bet he could clean up okay, but that's not where we're at. Okay? He's definitely hobo.
We-
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, I don't know.
Long
we
pants.
have 3 hypotheticals so far, so I guess it does count.
Long pants with the Birkenstock sandals are not doing him any favors. The scarf that looks like he tied a bunch of toilet paper around his neck, also not doing any favors. And then the final linchpin on top of all this scruff and bad, sort of clothing taste is the idea that he set out to kill Edgeworth for revenge. Edgeworth, as Kai said in the thing, Edgeworth did nothing. It's not Edgeworth's fault. It's it's honestly Von Karma's fault in the end. Could he have known that? No. But It had nothing to do with Edgeworth. It maybe had to do with Gregory and the psychic, right? Maya's mother, I can see him being mad at, but why did he have to set out and kill Edgeworth? It is not Edgeworth's fault. Gotta have hard pass.
See, I was not aware that this man was wearing sandals in his official art.
Yep.
And considering this case took place in December,
Yep.
that means this man was wearing sandals in the middle of winter, both
Honestly,
at a
vibe.
very, like, not airtight log cabin, a boat rental. Like, I am sure there was
His
wind
spaghetti
blowing through
restaurant.
that thing. Yes, his spaghetti restaurant as well. It really was pulling double duty there. But also he wore sandals to court as well. He couldn't really clean himself up to show up in court, and he fell on hard times. I can see how having to burn off your own fingerprints and having your life ruined by this one lie that's gonna get you out of it is really gonna tear your life apart. He does get points for being nice to his parrot. If you can take care of a pet, that's usually a good sign. But unfortunately, he just doesn't have the drip. It's a pass.
Dylan.
I have some objections with what was just said.
Mm.
Okay. So, if you listen to Mars, if you listen to Ori, they mentioned, well, actually, mostly Mars in the last few moments, he doesn't clean up well for court. But here's the thing. He was pretending to be insane to convince people in court that he had lost his mind. So, first of all, we know he can commit to the bit. That's important in the bedroom, first of all. But second of all, he might very well be able to clean up very nice.
You pretend to be his parrot.
Yeah, no. I mean,
God,
if you're into that sort of
that just
thing-
makes me want to pass harder. Jesus Christ.
Honestly, same. If you look at the
Yeah,
left,
squawk for me, baby.
Oh God. Oh, can I get bleach for my ears, please?
I wanted to keep going with my bit, but that just killed it. Pass.
There is no one hearing that.
All right.
Why?
We have
Why?
Gregory Edgeworth died at the age of 35. Okay, dead at the age of 35.
35.
This is how old he is here.
He looks
I
so
gotta
much
say-
old.
He does look older. However,
I think the job aged him.
he's still got the drip. Come on, trench coat, fedora, he pulls it off, the glasses, like Miles's good looking jeans did come from this man. I mean, look at him, okay? He fought for justice. He called out, Von Karma and everything. This is like super smash, Edgeworth, Miles above, but Gregory, I mean, goddamn. That's all I'm gonna say.
I can understand seeing a recipe so delicious. You want to taste the ingredients from the source, in the sense that you like Miles. But hell no. Look at listen. This man is really old for his age. That's all I'll say.
He was drained by Von Karma, vampire style.
I'm gonna say back in the day, he was probably a looker. I mean, that middle picture I think is of his younger years because he's missing a couple lines, and I see where Miles gets it from. Like Ori was saying with the trench coat and the suit and everything, like no joke. I want that style. Like Gregory, give it to me now. He wears the hat very well, and hats are not easy to pull off. So props to him there. I would say smash.
Yeah. Listen, you can't say Gregory, give it to me now without saying smash afterwards.
Context, his clothing. Nope, that doesn't sound any better.
Ori, you just gave me a smash, not Lore of Mar.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
My apologies. There's a lot of layers.
Oh God, 98 smashes for me.
I fixed it.
Damn, Dylan.
I
You've
mean,
been
I'm...
diagnosed with 6.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
There's
Your
not much
turn.
to say here. I'm gonna say pass.
It is sad.
But why?
Dylan, if you
I
aged
mean-
into this man, I would be a happy woman. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen,
That's what I'm gonna
I know
say.
you would be, but
That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, when you look at him, he really, really looks so old for 35. And
Uh,
I know that I can't hold it against him too hard, except I can, because it's my opinion. So
alrighty.
pass.
Moving on.
Won't deny you your opinion.
I did
She
not
looks older
expect
than oh god.
Mike Meekins to be 22. That concerns me. That concerns me. This man does not know his head from a handbasket. He somehow gets his hand stuck in his own handcuffs and almost hangs himself by it constantly, all the time. Okay? He called himself an octopus for flailing like an octopus. I don't want to know how many limbs are going to go flying if you go anywhere with him. I got to say,
Honestly,
he's bringing the megaphone to bed, and I can't deal with that. So, pass.
See, this guy is just the most accident-prone person I have ever seen. You know, he's getting his tie stuck in the door of his car. He's getting his sleeves stuck in the door of his car. The other, like, 2 out of 3 times. The megaphone is too much. I feel like he's compensating for something. And that to me tells me he doesn't have very much confidence. I'll give him this though. He does get points for bravery. You know, he went right into that room when he thought something sus was going on, and he confronted the person in there. He confronted the perp, and he got injured for it. So I do have to give him credit there. I am sorry to say this, but the stop sign shaped face is incredibly off-putting.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking aesthetics, he is a very angular man,
Angular.
and I just can't. It's a pass.
Dylan.
I think
But I
that
did want to acknowledge his bravery.
when you're sent a sign, you gotta see it and you gotta take it. And in this case, the sign is a stop sign, and I think that it's pretty appropriate. You shouldn't go any further. You shouldn't. Even though he's
You've heard
22.
of walking red flags. Well, this is a walking stop sign.
There you go.
Yeah. Listen, he's 22, and I'll agree with that. Sure, 22. He's not mentally 22.
No.
And I think that it's really almost a guarantee you would take advantage of him. This guy's got dependency issues. No matter what you do, he's going to cling to you. And it's not going to be like the fun kind of cling to you.
Gonna be smothering.
Yeah, it'll definitely be smothering.
It's gonna be the cat or the dog that needs to like be in the bathroom with you while you take a shit.
Really.
Like that
Yeah,
is
actually.
it.
But whereas with an animal, that's endearing. With a person, that's just
really weird.
horrible.
Yeah,
All
no
right.
good, man.
Oh, sorry, Meekins.
Sorry,
I'm
not
not sorry.
sorry.
Not sorry.
All right.
Oh, this is gonna be the
We're
one
definitely
that
gonna-
binds us.
Well, you know. So
How is he 65?
yeah, Damon Gant,
Same age
65. Von Karma. Yeah. Same
as,
age as Von Karma.
and is it Goodman? Good something?
No.
The grandpa guy who's a shit grandpa. What was his name?
Oh. Grossberg.
Yogi?
Grossberg's a little
Grossberg.
older.
Oh.
Started with the
I think
G.
Grossberg's a little older. But yeah, Damon Gant,
Sure.
65. Unexpected 65. Okay. I'm not sure. Now, hair, top tier. Beard probably has a lot of gel to get in that shape, but you know what? He's got the salt and pepper down. Okay, throughout his whole hair. Piercing green eyes, top tier. And you know what? I like the pink glasses. However, no matter what you say, Dylan, the rest of the drip is horrendous. It is horrible. It is disgusting. When your suit jacket matches your skin tone, it is a problem, and that is a fashion no-no. Finally, this man's conniving as hell. Okay, he's gonna come into the room and I'm gonna, like, I want an escape route, okay? Like, he is imposing and not in a good way, all right? I'm afraid, and it is not a turn on. Pass. I'm running the other way. I see him coming at me, we're dipping.
So the only thing I think I need to say here, I do not trust a person who gets a tan that turns their skin the same shade as a carrot, can then walk over to a mirror and say, yes, this is okay, and go out in public like that. No, absolutely not. If you do that, you do not have a good sense of judgment. Hard pass. Also, I just noticed one of his cuffs on the jacket looks like a domino.
It does.
Who designed this?
Listen, he is the kind of man who goes into the tanning bed salon and he just says, fuck my shit up, fam. And they do. And he walks out and he's just such a Chad. He doesn't care. It can't stop him. It won't stop him. He will do what he wants, to who he wants, whenever he wants, with whomever he wants. And he's got that level of swagger where most people are just kind of like, okay, all right. He's not 65. That's a lie. It's propaganda made to think that he's too old for you. It's a smash.
Alrighty. Continuing on. We have Bruce Goodman. Now, we don't know the full story about Bruce Goodman yet. Okay, we haven't beaten Rise from the Ashes yet. Don't know the full story. However, the story's not painting him in a good light at this very moment. That's all I gotta say, right? He did die.
He's a good man.
No, I don't know. That seems like a cover-up. It seems like a cover-up, okay? I also gotta say, it does take balls to wear an entirely white outfit because you know that shit's getting dirty the second you look outside, okay? Like, this is impressive. I gotta say, the tan belt and buttons with the white, not doing great. Should have matched the band on his hat, okay? But just like I said before with Larry Butts, the Van Dyke beard, very much not for me. He, very much not my style. Not going for it. Gotta pass.
So I will give him props. He did pull it off perfectly, but he knows the importance of a good pop of color. I will say, while the belt is kind of but it does match the buttons on the jacket, I can see why he did it. The blue is kind of giving me like cloud, sky type vibes. So maybe that's what he was going for. I could see it. I can't tell what direction the story is going in with him.
I have no clue.
Maybe he's definitely done some shady shit though. But if we're talking aesthetics, I gotta say, at least in regards to like what you mentioned with the beard, I don't hate it on him. And I think it's because he has a little more meat on his bones. Maybe it's just better balanced. I think the eyebrows, like, this guy's got a very symmetrical face.
Larry already had icicle chin, and he just added a Van Dyke to it.
He did. No, this is a very symmetrical man, although he does kind of break it up with like the belt. And you know what? I'll give him a smash.
Damn.
Did not expect that.
I did not either. Dylan?
Look at him.
I am.
And we've got two differing answers. Your hesitation
listen.
to me means you're gonna pass.
It's definitely a pass, and here's why. This man is like a slightly toasted piece of white bread with nothing on it, no butter. There's no toppings. You don't put any meat, no sauce, no nothing.
Vanilla.
And then you eat that. You just have one of those for breakfast, and that's it. That's not enough. That meal is not going to satisfy you, and you're going to be looking for more real soon thereafter.
Oh no.
This man, like, I want to call him like vanilla, but it's an insult to vanilla ice cream because at least vanilla ice cream can hit the spot. He's like the bun.
Paper.
He's like the bun. Like, you can't say, oh yeah, like that's a nice hot dog bun. Like, no one cares. They want the hot dog. And I don't think this guy can deliver in that department.
Oh god.
So,
Damn.
I'm gonna say pass.
Alrighty. Moving on. Jake Marshall, 33. I don't
33?
think there's a lot of question here, okay? This man is confident enough to go wholeheartedly with his aesthetic. Okay,
Whole
he
hog.
pulls it off incredibly well. I gotta say, that poncho, top tier. All right, he pulls it off incredibly well. He is wearing the patrolman's uniform under this, and I wouldn't even have been able to tell. I wouldn't. It does not detract from the whole vibe. Okay, and you know, he's got that sexy southern drawl. Gotta say smash. Gotta say smash.
Yeah, this guy definitely watched a YouTube video about how to coordinate an outfit because honestly, like the in-game profiles do not do him justice. That full body, like I see the whole suit now and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's what was under that poncho the entire time." I literally couldn't tell. It blended so well. Bravo, Jake Marshall, bravo. Um And you know, there's this trend going around now where it's like, why don't we wear capes all the time? Why don't
Oh
we
yeah.
wear Victorian dress
Mm-hmm.
all the time? We should
Where'd it
just
go?
do what we want. Society has expectations. This guy took one look at that video and he was like, "You're right. I'm gonna wear what I actually want to and not conform." And you know what? Kudos to him. And he goes full into it. No apology. He's even got the cowboy boots. They're not even plain. They even got a design on them that matches the poncho. It helps carry that geometric pattern all throughout. And just look at those eyes. It's a smash.
All right. Before giving my answer, Mars, Ori, I have to ask you a question. Does your answer change when he inevitably does one of two things? One, he refers to his member as a gun, and he actively imitates and pretends that he's shooting you with it. Like he makes the gun noises. He pretends to cock it and like in every way you imagine. Like
Oh my
you got to
God.
understand, there's not a certain level of maturity with Jake Marshall. I want to know if you're willing to take it all, the
As
good and
long
the
as
bad.
as long as I'm the sheriff and he's the outlaw, no change. No change.
No change?
Damn, no change.
I mean, as long as a bambina is thrown in there as well, I'm all good.
Oh my god. Yeah, listen, this guy's a Giga Chad. We've all played Red Dead Redemption 2 here, I hope. And we've all gone through the phase where we immediately buy a cowboy hat or like a duster and we walk around.
I do
and we
have
think
both
to
of those
ourselves,
things as well, Dylan. I do.
Yeah, I do too. And we do
Ooh,
think to
do I
ourselves
smell a cosplay?
how we'd listen, I was a cowboy for Halloween multiple times, I think.
If Dylan did Jake
Before we
Marshall,
play this
damn.
role.
That's all I'm gonna say. Giga Smash.
All right, we got two of you
We
in the
got-
double
we got
double digits of
damn it.
smash. All right, we're moving back over. Lana Sky, 29. So 2 years older than Mia. Just kind of wild. They went to school together, but you know it's law school, so you know it doesn't really matter your age. It doesn't matter your age, right? She's got the same scarf that Mia does. You know, curious who did it first? Who did it first or anything, right? Her hair isn't as voluminous, okay? And she definitely, it's hard to tell her personality, right? Like, you know, if she has a lot of it or a little bit, unlike where it's like inconsistent with Mia, right? Here you just can't tell because it's all fully buttoned on her jacket and everything. Now, maybe she'll turn out to be relatively nice in the end of the turnabout. I don't know yet. But currently in Rise of the Ashes, she's kind of a bitch. Okay, she went in there and she's just like, I'm guilty, even though her sister is like, you know, they don't have parents. Okay, like who's taking care of Emma if Lana goes to jail? Like who has been taking care of Emma? Because Lana sure hasn't been, and that upsets me. Okay, that's upsetting to me. So the second I found out about that, turn off. Okay, and on top of that, she's just confessing constantly to anything, whether she did it or not. Apparently, it doesn't matter. She just wants to get it off the table. She just wants to move on. She gets that guilty verdict, even if it's herself, and I'm not about that. Pass.
I gotta say, I love this aesthetic here. The shoulder pads. We don't see enough shoulder pads, or if we do, they're hidden inside the jacket rather on top. This gives like that kind of old-fashioned military vibe. She even's got the melts to go along with it, which I really like. She's another character who understands the importance of a pop of color as well with the scarf.
The
Who
muffler.
knows? Maybe maybe she and Mia did that together. Maybe it was like a best friends thing. Like, oh, here's my scarf and here's yours. Uh, Aside from that, though, she does have a pretty plain look, at least like face and hair wise. But it kind of works. I feel like anything more over the top would just be too much on top of the military look as well. I kind of wish she had some gloves to go along with it. I think that would look amazing, but you know, we're judging what's in front of us right here. I kind of think she's confessing over and over somehow to protect Emma. I feel like that's the direction the story is going, but sadly, I don't have any proof for that, as is very important to this game. Um, but I'm not getting evil vibes from her either. I just feel like she has her skeletons and she's not quite ready to face them or let them out into the world. And, you know, I can certainly respect that to a degree. I would say smash.
Listen, look at the left picture, look at the right picture, then look at the middle picture. I think it's pretty clear she doesn't actually know how to feel fun or happy or smile. Picture, she's doing the classic I'm literally from a different planet and I'm trying to blend in with these human people smile. It doesn't work. It's not real, it's fake. All of that being said, allow me to introduce you to Earth, Lana, because that's a smash.
Damn.
Damn, it was hard enough to leave a crater.
Alrighty. Next up, Angel Star. Okay, Angel Star 31. Again, besides the rice balls or jelly donuts on her hat, I'd say the drip is hella good, right? If we just cut those off, perfect outfit, fantastic. Fur coat's great. The dress is awesome with the shoes, top tier. And I like the little hat, the little like pillbox French hat, big hoop earrings, very nice, all great. The choker necklace, all top tier stuff, right? She makes lunch. Well, technically she doesn't make lunch, but she will at least get you lunch. And she remembers, as we know with Jake Marshall, exactly what your favorite lunch is, right? We know that she knows what your favorite lunch is. So, with all that in this case, I don't hate cooking. I definitely, specifically lunch. I'm never good at that. So she just fills that gap. She solves that problem. However, she would constantly be like grilling you, right? She's the cough up queen, right? She's gonna make you, and anything, you know, your hand was in the cookie jar, right? She's gonna make you tell, you know, she's gonna drag it out of you, right? And now, whether you're into that or not, you know, that's a different story. That's not for me, okay? And the final nail in the coffin sort of thing is that she's got multiple boyfriends, and she's always looking for more. And I'm not ready to just be another person on that list. So all in all, I gotta pass.
Mm. I will say she's got the style. Like out of everyone we have seen so far, she's got some amazing style. Like this is classy, but also like it's basically like if April May decide to go a little classier with her appearance as well. Like just throw on a fur coat, it fixes everything. Um, the hat, you know, if you're forced to wear a uniform on the job, at least make it look cute. I think that was pulled off brilliantly. And you know what? You got the color coordination with your basket and your hat. So bringing the color all the way through the outfit. I love it. Uh, the one eye covered is also a look that surprisingly I have yet to see in this game, at least from what I can remember. I don't think we've had a character yet with like the one eye anime look, have we? I think she's
No.
the first,
Yeah,
if I
she's the
recall.
first with her full eye covered. Yep.
Yeah, so she's definitely got that mysterious look going for her. Like she's got stuff to hide, but she knows you do too, and she's going to find it out. Uh, with all that good stuff being said, though, you know, I mean, her choice to have all those boyfriends. And you know what? Props to her. As long as everyone is in agreement, it's all good. Uh, I don't think I could do being just yet another. Even though she said she was looking to fill the position, I think she'd have to keep looking, unfortunately. So pass.
Listen, is she wife material? Definitely not. Absolutely not. Of course not. However, let's be honest, let's be reasonable here. She's also not pass material, okay? You gotta smash it. You have
It
to.
was a hard decision.
It should be real easy.
Oh my
Listen,
goodness.
she'll be your snack. She'll give you a snack.
She'll
Alrighty.
make you.
Okay, we know very little about this man. He's a serial
Who
killer.
the hell is?
So he's the serial killer that killed everybody from the SL9 incident. Okay, I would be impressed if we learned anything more than him about that. However, he does have a canonical age, which is 42, which is interesting. Again, only black and white. Many people wear suits in this franchise, so you know at this point it's just getting pretty common. The suit, the jacket, the vest, and everything like that. Okay. He definitely has sinister villain face syndrome, right? It's extra long, it's extra like sharp and pointy. It's like back hair is nice, however, I'm a little upset that they didn't
Whoa.
add the widow's peak in that point, right? Like that would just tie it all together, right? Give him real Dracula vibes. Serial killer, gotta pass.
You know, it's fascinating with this guy. He's given me older Draco Malfoy
Mm.
crossed with the guy from Disney's Sleepy Hollow that's telling the ghost story with the elongated, like wrinkled face. I was like, don't get me wrong, I love me some Draco Malfoy, but the second guy I mentioned, no. And also, those eyes are staring into my soul, and I just would not feel comfortable with that. I'm also noticing his cheekbones are doing something really interesting here with that one
With his lip, yeah,
with those
I don't know.
one line. I'm not sure what those are. They're like mini
Jowls.
like bulldog
They're like
jowls.
jowls. Yeah, I don't know.
Not sure what I'm looking at, to be honest. So yeah, that is a pass.
Yeah, there's not much to say here. We don't know much about him, and he's kind of bland.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna file him under the same category as I did Goodman, but he's Badman, and it's not bad enough to be hot, so it's a pass.
All right. I believe this is the last one. We have Neil Marshall.
What?
We have Neil Marshall, died at age, well, this image is from age 27. Okay. He was king of the prosecutors at one point in time. Now, he does have the vibe of his brother, right? I would have to assume, I can't even remember if Jake Marshall is the older or younger brother. I believe he's the older brother because that would make sense. He's not there. Neil Marshall isn't there yet. You know, maybe if he got to 33, he would have the same vibe as Jake Marshall. But the poncho does it way better. Jake Marshall's hat is way better. Okay, Jake Marshall's hair is way better. Okay, like everything that Jake Marshall has done better than Neil Marshall. Neil Marshall is the Wish version of Jake Marshall, so I have to pass.
You know, that's funny that you mention it, because knowing that he's the younger brother, I mean, he's clearly trying to copy his big brother. He looks up to him, he wants to be like him, so of course he's gonna try to copy that Chad drip style. And you know, for the most part, he's pulling it off in small increments. He really is. Like the cowboy hat, very good. Love the frilled vest over the traditional work shirt. You know, he's not going full on, but he's catching up. So I will give him credit there. The shorter hair works for him. Gives him a bit of a boyish look. Like, I mean, we knew he was the younger brother without having to look it up or double check it. So, you know, good character design there. I wish I knew a little bit more about him. Gotta be honest. But honestly, given what I have here, I'd say smash.
Yeah, he's just the teenager middle evolution of Jake Marshall. And you know what? Listen, he's just like, despite being a twinkier version, still a smash.
All right, there. Yeah.
So Jake Marshall is the himbo and
Mhm.
Neil Marshall is the twink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true, very true. All right. So that is Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the first game, Smash or Pass. Uh, Mars and Dylan have perfectly tied. They had very
Incredible.
different answers. They a lot of the times. However, they did manage to come out with 13 smashes and 20 passes. I was on the much more conservative side of only 8 smashes with 25 passes. However, I will say I feel incredibly strongly about all 8 of those smashes. So, there's no wishy-washiness here. Every single one of those 8 smashes is top tier. But
I feel like I'm not living up to my ace name now.
Yes, seriously.
yeah, you're
My
tied with the
reputation's
aloe.
gone.
You know, I'm impressed a
Yeah.
What
little
the
bit
hell
there.
happened?
I don't know, Mars. I don't know. But with that, we shall indeed get into the game.
Yes. I'm wondering how much of it we'll be able to get through.
We'll be able to play some of it at very least. But let's hop right in.
Hell yes. I believe we were about to go on an evidence hunt.
Yes, we're on day 3 of evidence.
Okay. Oh, can you share the screen, Ori?
Oh yes, I can. My apologies. I forget that I have to. Discord is a different thing.
You have been forgiven.
All right, there we go. Success.
Lovely.
All right, Dylan.
Now I can log in real time.
Dun, dun.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Drastic crimes require drastic measures.
Oh yeah, she confessed to essentially like definitely faking evidence.
She pulled an Edgeworth, basically. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings.
Sounds like everybody's heard about these killings, but me.
They don't teach you this in lawyer school?
Apparently not.
No.
Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me.
Oh? What do you mean, what happened to you?
It's all there in the file.
I really haven't been able to read it. I was given it to during court recess, okay?
Well, you have time now, but Joe Dark's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Allegedly.
When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother,
Allegedly.
he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
On the night prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me.
Damn! What? He tried to kill you?
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
Damn.
Damn is right.
So that means you...
Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial.
I didn't see that one coming, and neither did I. Okay, let's talk about this.
Yeah, let's unpack all the trauma. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Joe Dark.
It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up.
Jake Marshall's brother, Neil.
Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then,
What happened next?
I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
Are we gonna, like, acquit the Joe Dark they killed somehow? That's the vibe I'm getting.
No.
A permanent picture? Oh, we'll talk about that in a moment.
I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall.
So you weren't able to testify about that?
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why why she made up the crime.
Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence?
The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly.
Tell me about it.
Lana forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Edgeworth? Oh god.
Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it.
You know, I can believe that. I can believe that.
He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened.
So it's true, even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today.
She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. Alright, let's talk about this permanent picture. What did you see in the instant that the crime occurred?
Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife.
That does not look like Neil Marshall, like in the face in this picture at all, does it?
Yeah, that looks way too old.
Like he's wearing the outfit, right? But like his face is very wrong. I feel like the
Joe
eyebrows
Dark
aren't
has,
thick
like,
enough.
Onion hair.
He does
What
have
is
onion hair.
happening
That's
here?
really weird.
He's got onion hair. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl.
I don't
Hey,
remember
Rain.
what happened after that. Apparently, I passed out.
We're good. How are you, Reen?
Reen, hello. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms.
That's
We
a
had
nice
a bonding
jacket.
moment.
That's a nice jacket. Poor Emma. You've been through so much. Damn.
I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant.
Oh.
I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable. Most people aren't good artists at 14. It takes a while. 60 now, though, you should be epic. That's all I'm gonna say. No.
Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies
I see.
and find the evidence to make an airtight case.
Where's that airtight case right now? I kind of need it. Not gonna
I'm
lie.
trying.
It's not happened yet. Got one day.
You just gotta be patient. That way,
Hmm.
Lana would never have to forge any.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right?
That's right.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor.
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day.
Oh. Oh. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Of course. This happened at the police department.
What? Aren't they two different buildings? Why is Lana's office in the police department? That's... what?
He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
But why did you run all the way over to your sister's office? Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you for this.
Because the detective offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator.
Isn't this a 30-minute drive? Please tell me if I'm being, like, crazy right now. Isn't it a 30-minute drive from the police station to the prosecutor's offices? Haven't we, like, fully established this right now?
Was Lana a detective back then? or a
No!
prosecutor?
She was
I
always
can't
a
remember.
prosecutor. She was always a prosecutor.
Um,
Across from the elevator? Balana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't he? She? Oh god, wasn't she? This is what I'm
So
saying.
you're getting your questions answered.
Yeah, thank
no,
you, Phoenix.
silly. Didn't I tell you?
Oh,
2 years ago, Lana was a detective.
there you go.
oh. Damn. Wait, hold on. You went from being a detective, and in 2 years, technically less than 2 years, you changed careers to become a prosecutor and became chief prosecutor? That's incredibly fast. Is it not, Dylan?
Sussy. Yeah, Sussy.
Yeah.
She was the best in the entire force.
What? That's news to me.
After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
Why? Why? Okay, this has Damon Gant written all over it. That's all I'm gonna
That's a pretty
say.
sweet promotion.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Lana used to be a detective. I'd better have another talk with her. Guess that's where I'm going right now.
I
Let's
would
go.
say so. I just noticed Emma has a little name tag on her
Yeah.
jacket with a little picture.
And she doesn't
her
get it stuck in the
headshot on there.
door 1 out of 3 times.
That we
Ew.
know of.
Dun,
Dun, dun.
February 24th, Detention Center, Visitors Room.
Lana. Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble.
Falsifying evidence? I didn't think you were the type.
Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we?
Because
Oh
you're
my
supposed
God.
to be better than them. You're supposed to be above them. Don't stoop to their level. You're supposed to bring justice.
But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Hella based, Emma.
Believe me, I understand the risks.
Lana, Emma told me about you. Or about what you were.
Oh?
Yeah, you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. However, I found it incredibly sussy-wussy that you would be not just moved to a prosecutor, but moved to chief prosecutor after being a detective. Like, literally, like 1 to 2, you know?
I find your use of the term sussy-wussy highly unprofessional, Mr. Wright. But that's right.
It's a legal jargon term you wouldn't understand because you've only been a prosecutor for literally 2 years. That's all I'm gonna say. But
let me add it to my dictionary.
and while you do that, could you fill me in on the details, especially about that unusual change of jobs that I'm talking about?
I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright.
Good. There's a lot of revelations that were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago.
Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it?
See, this is sussy-wussy, right? That's the definition right there. What you just did, just now.
I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Emma. That trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul.
To the Damon Gant?
Precisely.
Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us?
Attorney-client privilege, Lana, you should know this.
Emma, this doesn't involve just me.
I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before.
It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Oh yeah, Gant's up to something.
Chief Gant?
He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes.
He's a bit too shiny, in my opinion.
Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be. It was the best team ever! They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed!
Before they were even committed, in fact.
That's how good they were!
Yeah!
What's that Tom Cruise movie about that? Edge of Tomorrow? Is that what it is?
No.
The other one?
The
Minority Report?
Minority Report?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Minority Report.
Minority Report, yeah.
Yeah. Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened?
I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could use that experience in court, right?
Have you ever thought about this sort of life path?
Being a cop first?
Being
Feels
a
like
detective
a
first?
detour.
You know, I actually did consider it.
But not with then becoming a prosecutor, right?
That wasn't the plan initially, but
Yeah.
I did consider that plan, and I was like, that's just silly, there's no point.
It's just a long time because you're not automatically a detective when you join the police force, right? Like you have to
That's
start
correct.
as like a patrolman first, and then you
Yeah.
eventually become a detective.
You start as a Meekins and you work your way up to a
literally
Gant.
Literally though, and so it's like that takes a long time, and then now you're gonna start being a prosecutor. Like that's a lot of time wasted where you could have just been prosecuting. You know, like you could have learned doing the thing.
Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office.
Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. And the ask I shall.
2 years ago, I was second in command at the detectives investigating Dark.
Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right?
Yes, Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations.
They even had the same office.
We led a team of the best detectives on the force.
Did Damon Gant tell Joe Dark to go to her office?
Maybe.
I'm just feeling sussy-wussy.
There's definitely foul play here.
I'm beginning to suspect a foul play here.
Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho.
You darn
Guns
tootin' owls!
Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place.
When he tried to murder Emma, but ended up murdering Neil.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark.
Is it bad that I read that as Drake? Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Drake. Those memes are very terrifying, I gotta say.
Sideways disapproving Drake face.
Incredible. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me.
Now you tell us. We're just unlocking all of the dialogue here.
We really are, just one after the other. Boop, boop, boop. Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. That's where he found me.
So, you were the first person to run into the... Oh, so, you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana?
It appears so.
Well, I guess technically Neil Marshall was the first person to run to the scene, but he died, and dead people can't testify. But
How
they can.
Wow.
insensitive.
Yeah, they can. They definitely can. Where is the spirit medium when you need one?
Off training for the next 2 games. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark.
Drake. Oh shit. Oh, shit.
Wow!
Oh shit. Wait. How did he get stabbed in the back?
And then be
When-
on top of him, yeah.
Be on top of him?
Yeah.
And
What?
when we saw the memory Emma has, right? Neil Marshall is like on the ground, like cowering, right? So like,
Yeah,
how
this
did we
is
get
really
this?
sus.
This is incredibly
imagine
sussy
here.
wussy. This
So
is
the detective, or rather this prosecutor, was stabbed in the back, but not by the murderer, by
Yeah.
Damon Gant.
that's what I'm
Mm.
thinking.
I would say so.
I'm in full
Yep.
agreement.
When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood.
3 bodies. Prosecutor Marshall, victim Emma who had passed out.
And the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died.
So he didn't even get a trial. He was just killed outside of court. Damn.
That's
Oh,
as
never mind.
harsh an execution as
No,
we can
no.
give. No,
Wasn't
no.
fatal. Wasn't fatal.
I kid. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious.
What did you do?
To be honest, I panicked.
Completely understandable. I definitely would have panicked as well. There's no. I know I panicked.
I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her.
Can't blame her after all. Her sister must have gone... whoop. Can't blame her. After all, her sister must have gone through. The inflection I attempted at first was really horrible.
Your inner voice is just betraying
The
you,
comma
Phoenix.
didn't
I'm so
help me,
sorry.
apparently. I needed to take 2.
After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest.
Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident?
That's right. Quite a coincidence, hmm?
I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
I'm saying Sussy Wussy is written all over every single page of this damn case file. There's no way everyone involved in this trial is also involved in that incident. Just by chance. Now, purposeful, that I can see.
But that case was solved 2 years ago.
Yeah, and Edgeworth's cage was like 9 years ago. Okay, shit comes back to bite you. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved.
Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's completely changed. He doesn't hootenanny like he used to. He hasn't yeed a single haw since that incident.
You know, I don't think he has yeehaw in text, so it could be true.
Not yet.
We're just waiting.
We're waiting for the yeehaw.
I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories.
Well, I mean, some people's lives end with the closing of a case. Joe Dark's, but you know,
But many of the victims, their lives sort of end.
Yeah, a lot of the victims' also lives ended, but that was before the case closed, and that case just might not even be over yet.
Oh.
Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right?
Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The chief's office.
Ooh, are we gonna get to investigate that? Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of the final SL9 murder.
Surely
Yeah.
the evidence from 2 years ago is still there.
No, he's just
Well-
Damon Gant has like he's kept it
No.
pristine. He's like planted it.
There's still time
It's
for you
just
guys
like,
to miss every
my
shot.
greatest accomplishment. I'm not gonna move anything.
No. There's still time for you guys to miss every shot with a luminol in his office. Don't worry.
No.
Dun, dun.
February 24th. Prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. This is actually not where I wanted to go because I forgot that he was in the police department. But, no one's here today. Not even Miss Starr.
Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are.
But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m.
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Let's go back over there because, oh, nope. I wrote high prosecutor. That's not where we need to go. That's Edgeworth's office. Police department. That's where we need to go.
There we are.
Dun.
February 24th. Police department entrance. Oh.
Oh shit. Howdy, Bambina.
Oh, Mr. Marshall.
I never thought things turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Translation, please. How do I say that?
Que sera, sera.
Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina?
Is that like C'est la vie?
Kinda, yeah.
I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning.
Billy?
Must be his pet cactus.
It
Say-
dried up?
That's
Nah,
a real bad omen.
Billy-
That's like the worst
Billy-
omen.
Sorry, Billy's the name of my flask.
Oh.
Okay, that makes more
Better,
sense.
though. Still a horrible, terrible omen. But say, where are you headed? Over to the saloon for your spaghetti or whatever?
Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back.
Yeah, you did kind of, like, impersonate someone, you know? I'm just saying.
Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
Are you doing push to talk, Dylan?
Yes.
Okay.
We're good?
It sort of, like, glitches at the beginning of your sentence sometimes.
Alright, I'll fix that.
Mr. Marshall, why did you do it?
Why do prospectors head west? Nope. Just a couple of drinks left, sorry.
Drips.
If
I
ever
guess
there
the
was
well
a
haven't
case,
dried up.
it's dried up now. If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one.
Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, even though I'm not sure, well, I guess you did brutally attack Meekins. Everything else might just get you fired, but you did literally knife attack Meekins, so, you know, that'll put you in jail. But would you mind telling us?
I didn't attack Meekins. He octopus flailed my knife.
I'm sorry, that was definitely not self-defense, Marshall. You know, I know what that looks like, but would you mind telling us exactly what happened?
Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today.
No, I can't find Miss Angel Star, that's all I gotta say.
Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. And it wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so.
What do you mean? Fishy? Sussy
Not
wussy,
quite a-
maybe?
Not quite an amphibian, not quite a reptile. Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon.
The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip?
That was Joe Dock's, all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
A question?
How was he stabbed
Just
in the
like
back?
ours.
Oh,
The
no.
blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained.
I mean, what does that mean? I can't obviously put the pieces together already.
Well, that's quite the problem. The pieces don't fit together. It means there was a good chance the knife was not the murder weapon.
Ugh.
However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased.
Reminds me of another.
Now
Case.
that's sussy wussy.
Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence?
That case left behind scars on all of us.
The scars that the SL9 incident left behind.
I got the looks, but he got the brain.
We confirmed.
We did confirm.
We literally confirmed. Literally
My brother
earlier.
only ever was a twink,
We're
but
all in agreement.
he was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together, and also our last.
How old was he? Your brother?
He was 27 at the time.
Yeah, Marshall would have been 30. Jake would have been 31. So yeah, he is the older.
He was awarded the highest honor that very day.
The same day.
The highest honor? You mean the...
King of prosecutors.
That? that trophy looks very different than the one we keep seeing in the picture with him. There's like another piece that like cuts across here that is not missing. That looked sort of like a sword.
Trophy broken.
Well, this part of the shield is broken, but there's actually in the Neil Marshall photo we saw earlier, there's like another piece that like comes across it here that's like a sword, and that's missing. And I'm wondering if maybe that's what stabbed Marshall from Damon Gant, maybe? I don't know.
Thinking that could be the murder weapon, yeah.
Yeah. I knew it.
What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor.
Mr. Marshall must have been really close with his brother.
The day the
He was like a
SL9
brother to me.
incident took place, that wasn't the same day as.
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal.
This is really weird. Huh? Interesting.
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall, there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die.
Interesting. Apparently, someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. Well, not fully empty, but kind of empty, because, like, we do have, like, the glove was there, and the vase or whatever, you know.
There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was, taken care of.
Oh, wow.
Because Goodman wasn't removed from detective status. Everybody else was. Angel Star was let go. Jake Marshall was demoted. Lana got transferred.
Promoted.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know. But Detective Goodman was still a detective this entire time.
That can't be coincidence.
Miss Starr was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room.
What about Detective Goodman? I mean, it kind of says it in the name, doesn't it?
If they did something to him too, the commissioners would have got suspicious.
Ah, so he's the one that keeps everything looking like there's nothing suspicious going on.
Right. They were careful enough not to be too obvious.
They...
Who are you talking about?
Now don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Sky.
Because of them hiding the evidence, right? They forged the evidence. The detectives were getting too suspicious about them forging the evidence. They wanted to do their job right, but they had to sort of get rid of them in order to keep that in the dark.
The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second in command, Lana Sky.
You know what's really funny? Out of all of the other cases that we've done, we've kind of been putting the pieces together beforehand. You know, like I'm editing them, right? And I can like see that like we're sort of like putting the pieces together as to what happened. Like medium early, like day 2. This one, I still don't know what's going on, right? Like I understand the vibes, but I still don't have the answer yet, you know? Like it's weird.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
that
like we got bits and pieces and we can kind of follow along, but there's still a huge question of what is Lana's role in all of
that's
this.
the part that I don't
What's
fully
Lana's
get.
I don't understand Lana's rules, and I also don't know why Damon Gant wanted to kill Prosecutor Marshall, right? Like that I don't understand why he's done this
Marshall?
incredibly elaborate setup. Yeah,
He was-
The
prosecutor.
only thing I could think
Ah,
is
prosecutor.
if the whole group wasn't on board with forging and Neil found it out and tried
No.
to
No. I
He
don't.
was too
doesn't
smart
make
for
sense
his own
with the whole
good.
facing bit.
But I don't think that's it because the forging only happened based on Neil's murder. So the only thing I can think of is that Damon Gant had no ill will towards Neil. He saw Neil as a pawn to get Joe Dark. So why was getting Joe Dark so important to Damon
thinking,
Gant?
Like, Well, Joe Dark is a serial killer.
Yeah, but
I
I don't
mean,
know.
it would definitely look good for him if he apprehended a serial killer and got him prosecuted.
I understand that, but I feel like if it's true that our
But to
suspect,
go so far as to killing
That's
one
what
of
I'm
your
saying,
own just
right?
to move a little further down the road, it's not a good enough motive.
yeah, it's not the same
Unless
as like
he's just straight up crazy.
killing someone because Joe Dark killed like Damon Gant's daughter or something. You know, like that would be like I can see that. You know, that like I need to get this guy no matter what. I will kill somebody else and frame him for it because I know that, you know, he killed my daughter or something. But just to be like, I need to get a serial killer, I will kill some other person is like kind of real evil, you know, like and I don't know if they're gonna go that route. Like I don't know. So far everybody has like a reason, right? So
We're definitely missing some pieces.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers.
After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right?
Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen.
That's it.
Mm.
It made him chief from deputy
Yeah.
chief. I bet that's
But
it.
again, to kill one of your own to
Yeah,
move the
but-
process along,
But being it so immediate,
he'd have to be desperate.
yeah.
I mean, you could argue, it's not a great argument, but you could argue that this guy was a serial killer. He was killing people left and right. If you gotta kill one person to guarantee the serial killer goes away and then gets put down, you could argue utilitarian that you're saving more people in the abstract.
So
It's
you're
still a bad
thinking maybe
argument.
he has an
No,
ends
yeah.
justify the means.
Yeah,
that-
thought
I
process?
definitely
It's
get that.
possible.
I
It's
could see
possible.
Damon Gant being that type
Damon
of person.
thought that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
She's never been the same since she left.
Oh.
Everyone who knew her had said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective, they'd say.
Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Little thing called law school, missy. Fucked you up real good.
Oh
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret's too well guarded. I never found out.
All right, if
Lana's-
we're going with the whole angle that Gant killed Neil to like get the promotion so it could move the serial killing trial along, did he offer Lana to like take her to the top with him? So
I'd
now
have
it's,
to
like,
assume,
this dark
yeah.
secret she's carrying about Neil.
Yeah, that's what I'd have to assume.
That's the only
But
thing
I
that
don't
makes
know
sense.
why, because then I would have to assume that like who killed Goodman, right, and why. Like that's where we're not able to fit the pieces back together, right? We can fit the pieces
I
together with the
Don't know
SL9
why
case,
someone would
7
wanna
Ways
kill
to Sunday.
Goodman.
But why did someone kill Goodman, and
Goodman
why did
was the
someone
last
frame
piece of
Lana
the
for it?
puzzle. No. It's perfect. Goodman was the last detective that didn't get got rid of, and he was still a police officer. They couldn't get rid of him at the time because he was the last person. It would be suspicious. So they had to delay getting rid of him until later.
And then he framed Lana for it so that she would get the death sentence, and then all his loose ends are tied up?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Let's see.
Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago.
So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner?
That was certainly enlightening.
There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy.
Aww,
Aw,
good. Pat. You smart
Edward's
man.
got a friend now.
He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. There it was all a bowing and such. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. And that someone is Damon Gann.
Mm.
Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today.
Oh.
What the? Wait. What happened there?
He pulled the cap off his canteen with his mouth and spit it out so that it'll never exist. He'll never get it again. It's gone
It's
into the
true.
ether.
Like I
Damn.
told you, Billy dried up. Yeah, it's too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. Yeah.
All right. We're going to...
No, I'm just imagining him like getting on a motorcycle and he goes, yeah, and then just takes off down
And
the
it has a
street.
bunch of coconuts on strings tied to the back, so they, like, clatter behind him.
Yeah.
He can't ride a bike. He doesn't know how they work.
True.
That's true.
February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. This place always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Chief?
I think you've
That
been
was
the chief,
you.
Mars. Yeah.
I've
this
been
is
the
the-
chief? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room.
Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us.
With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do. About Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial. Oh, bad idea, vacation. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I need a different vacation.
I think festive is the word usually used for those two things.
Nope, it's chaos. It's definitely chaos. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor.
Oh, penthouse.
Bro.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there?
Partner, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Emma,
I don't know,
shut
but you
up.
sound like a cop right now.
Hey! You're right! You can't go in there, it's off limits!
he got wise, Dylan. He realized it was a test. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, where are we waiting for? Let's head to Chief's office.
Emma, we were given the go-ahead, and then you ruined it, and we're still going now. Okay, then.
You still gave us the go-ahead. He can't take that back. No takesy-backsies.
Takes his backseat.
Whoa!
Get in here.
Everyone said pass. Answer for your crimes. Look at this.
Wow. Okay, Edgeworth has a tea set and some
Edgeworth's
plants.
office is way better.
Modest, tasteful. What the hell is an organ doing in the middle of an office?
Edgeworth's office is way better.
I think I like
okay.
a man who knows how to use his organ. That's just what I'll say
No,
there.
God.
Guys, the thing about organs, you have to build the building around the organs. The building is essentially your instrument.
Yeah.
What was this building before it became a
church!
police
A church!
station?
It had to have been a church. I mean, look at the crown
That's the
molding.
only
Look at the
thing.
murals on the background. Look at the freaking floor.
It's
Like, it
Chad.
had to be
It's
a
so
church.
Chad.
You would not be able to place an organ in retroactively, I don't think.
No, not easily, not easily. And instead of
Definitely
done,
not easily.
I propose diddly-diddly-diddly-diddly. February 24th, Police
Ooh.
Department, Chief's Office.
I see the picture of everyone on the wall.
True.
Oh my god, it's organ music in the background.
Organ
Yes.
music.
Whoa! Where am I? It was definitely a church. Look at the goddamn stained glass windows, like, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
In the chief's office, silly. At least That's what it said on the door.
Check out that pipe organ. It's real, isn't it?
Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. I never could remember where C was.
Well, the two little black keys make the doghouse for the D, and then it's one to the left, and that's how you know where C is. And middle C is the middleest one that's usually under the logo.
Can I ask why are
I
you
feel like you've been
April May voice?
traumatized, Tori.
Why are you using the April May voice?
It's not the April May voice.
That absolute
it's-
run
it's-
it back, editor. Side by side comparison.
Oh god, no, we summoned
Uh-oh.
him. We summoned him. We
Why'd
summoned
we summon him?
You
No!
summoned him, Emma.
Oh shit! I didn't even fucking realize. I thought you meant the editor. I'm like, what?
No.
You have what? Who is that? Is someone else?
Yes, the editor
Oh,
has
God.
arisen.
Oh god.
Rejoice. Dawn!
I believe there was an ocarina on the thing over there.
Oh, it's you two
I just
in
finished
my
eating some
room,
fried chicken.
Hi.
unannounced.
Oh my god, the suit of armor. Chief Gant! Hello, we were just looking for you. He
It's a vibe, but I don't know what vibe.
He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I'll remember that.
So, Rado, have you been swimming lately?
No, I haven't. My hair's just shiny because of all the gel that I use. I've been busy lately. I don't have a license, so I don't have a car.
Don't
So I have to
deny me, Nick.
run
You have been
between.
sweating buckets since the last trial. It's
I have to-
definitely sweat shine.
I have to run between the prosecutor's office and the police department because I don't have a license, and that's a 30-minute drive. So, imagine how winded I am.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Lana's provocative statement.
Provocative statement. Oh, you mean the forged evidence?
2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? There's a sword, you're right, and it's missing the tip.
Exactly.
That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. What's that fucking spear to the right?
That's the vase in the background. That's the vase in the background. That's the vase in the background. That's
I
the
see
suit of
I
armor.
see a face in the background.
That's the suit of armor.
Okay, I was wondering what
That's
that was.
that's the
Like,
suit of armor
full
with a
suit of
lance
armor?
or spear, a spear. This is the vase that we put back together that was broken.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
missing a piece still.
And this
so we
is-
keep an eye out.
And the shield was broken, but the sword bit is completely missing on Edgeworth's version.
So,
This
Damon
is-
Gant came into the room. He took the jar. He smashed someone over the head with it. I can't tell if it was Joe
it was Joe Dark because he
or-
got a concussion, right? He got a concussion.
Yeah, Joe Dark. It was Joe
Mm.
Dark. And then after that, he took the tip of that prosecutor award and fucking shanked
And
someone?
stabbed Neil.
He stabbed
Oh, wait,
Neil.
This is him. Hold on. This is Neil alive, and the tip is already
Yeah.
missing. Maybe there wasn't a tip.
No, but I think he
But
still
it-
took that bit and
Hold
he
on.
stabbed him with it.
I disagree because the knight doesn't have the lance now.
I think
but
it
has
does.
the lance in the picture.
We
We'll
have to
see.
check that. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, we'll see.
So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
We took it to commemorate our work together.
Something's not right with this picture. We've all put it together in my head, but I need a moment. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though, because I'm not allowed to yet. There it is, though. No, it has the lance. It's right behind his arm.
doesn't have the tip of it. We'll see.
Well, we can't see.
Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm gonna lock up here, so let's go out together.
Okay, Emma breaks out lockpicks, and we pick the door.
Quick, roll,
the tip.
roll for thievery.
Oh, it does have the tip. Okay.
Oh. But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore.
You're awfully convinced of that.
All the same, we'd like to have a look around. It's a gorgeous office. I'd like to admire the crown molding and the stained window.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore.
Uh,
Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend.
This man is disturbing. Looks like we aren't welcome.
it seems that case isn't over with. Oh god. It seems that case isn't over with yet, after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
You mean like a clue?
Hell yeah, I do. There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Emma, have
Through
you,
the window!
Oh god. Can I go inside again and look again? I don't know what else to do.
You might be able to.
This music is a bop, though.
It is.
Honestly, all the music in this game is pretty good.
February 24th,
Yep.
Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Oh, geez, I didn't expect to see him.
Always expect the unexpected gumshoe.
Hey, pal.
Detective Gumshoe! Just the man I want to see, but aren't you supposed to be in a meeting?
I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
Oh, they don't give you a chair?
From sitting so long?
Actually, from serving everyone coffee.
Aww.
You're just treating him like an intern.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop.
Hey, haven't you seen Mr. Edgeworth?
Aww. Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask?
He's in a fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle's between you two in court.
Oh, that sounds serious then.
Is it because of what my sister said?
Almost definitely.
Yeah, that's basically what it boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now, Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Oh.
Jeez. Yikes.
Well, let's talk to you, Gumshoe. Edgeworth's crisis. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged, but I guess they do have to prove that, don't they? Lana Skye is the guilty party here, though. I mean, isn't she? Sorry, Emma.
Oh.
Regardless, a prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court.
Is this true, Dylan?
To an extent. If you had no way of knowing, then you're not actually responsible
Liable.
for that. However, sometimes the court will expect you to have done your due diligence and investigate into it. So if you could have found out and you didn't actually take the steps to see if it was true, you could be held responsible for it. And
Okay.
it's not likely you're going to investigate what your chief prosecutor has given you. So this one could actually happen.
Damn.
But not only that. But as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor has kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now with this...
Are there really so many people who hate him?
In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. But Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, He's got a great big gigantic youthful demeanor. There's no better recipe I know for making enemies.
We both went in like kind of a similar direction, but not. My brain was like, and the looks to boot. But Dylan took it one step further.
Hey, keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat.
Yes, sir.
You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick? I think these are different police officers.
No,
but
I
now
think
just
this is the same
involve
police
one
officer.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
It's not the chief, but like that was all one police officer.
Nah, those are different people.
It seems like you don't have any problems with the enemies.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out, except for these 3 spikes of hair. But anyway, I'm a bit worried about.
Aww.
Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth might crack.
See? Look how caring he is. Look at that.
Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing.
He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything?
The only evidence Doc left behind was during his final attack.
I am constantly reading that as Drake. I do not know why. His, final attack? You mean where...
Maybe he is Drake Dark. Drake Joe Dark. There we go.
Yeah, you know, when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl.
You're bad with
Yes,
faces, aren't you, Gumshoe?
I'm that girl, Gumshoe. Me.
It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. I mean, he did think I was Larry Butts when we first met for a while, so, you know, par for the course.
Sorry about that, Harry. I get confused sometimes, you know.
No!
But that's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon? I forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay?
His powers of recollection never failed to impress.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory.
All right. About this.
Hey, is that?
It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 Incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of.
What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, the knife's been locked away in a locker.
On the date, Detective Gunman.
Gunman.
Okay.
Gundam.
In my
Gundam.
defense, I just finished watching Chainsaw Man, and there is a gun devil in it. So maybe
my
that's
God.
what happened. I have no excuse.
An artist
It's
has been
not
drawing
Detective
Bakugo
Gunman.
as a demon.
Detective
my
Gunman
God.
was
Okay,
demoted.
God, said that to me. Apparently. On the date Detective Goodman was murdered, they suddenly disappeared from the locker and was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler, inside another muffler.
That's it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again.
Ooh. Oh. This knife. It was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah, we traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, it had its fingerprints too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
Dylan, make sure your face stays the same distance from the mic.
Sad. Yeah, that's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip was found. That's what did him in.
In the back of Neil?
Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside of his own body.
Like Von Karma style. Ah!
It was found deep inside the stab wound.
Ugh.
Did it match Dark's knife?
You bet. Down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive.
Is it though?
It could be forged.
Okay, okay.
Like, I could see the stabbing happening because of something else and then someone placing that there.
Hold on. I will say, you can definitely, to my knowledge, you can definitely puncture a lung from behind. But can you stab a heart from behind? Like, that sounds like it has to be a long knife.
I think
You definitely can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dark's crimes.
Joe Doc was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman.
Now
Well,
I
all
don't think
businessmen are evil. a businessman? What made him take to serial killing? Come on, Phoenix.
Well, one day, on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
What, it was the rush?
with his car. So it was an accident.
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
An animal?
This feels sus. I don't know.
He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a lady who saw the second crime. A kid walked by then just too, so he killed him too. Then when he was sparing the bodies, a jockey came up to the scene as well and killed him as well. And finally, he turned himself in.
He did not turn himself in.
What?
He did not turn himself in.
No, from what I
true.
understood, he was hard to track.
No,
what
they
happened was they had no evidence, so they asked him to voluntarily go to the police department, and he said yes.
but for questioning, I wouldn't count that as
Yeah.
turning yourself in.
No, I agree. I'm
Yeah.
agreeing with you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Gumshoe could just be using the wrong words here.
That's also true. Seems
Such
like
a
he
seasoned
was
detective like Gumshoe? Unlikely, Mars.
also having no evidence of all these literally careless, unplanned, supposedly just random murders in like one spot at one time. Like, I don't know, Seems he was a pretty careless animal.
Of course! This is all conjecture. I don't actually know that for sure. In fact, any of it. At all. Because there wasn't a single shred of evidence.
So he turned himself in.
Well, yes, but he was in the middle of questioning and he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Doc was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed.
That last witness, aka Emma. Yeah, I'm pretty glad about that too, Gumshoe.
Well, there you have it in a nutshell. Minus the echoey audio, of course.
Mhm.
But that's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Well, that counts as one more thing, so really it will be two more things. But what is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant.
I don't think he's handing out $50 to me right now, but it's not money. What? It does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
And we have the
Really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Is that a thing?
Face.
Breach of trust is not the name of a crime that I'm aware of.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It sounded weird.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh. Oh.
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fined because of you, Harry. No offense.
Well, it's not Harry, but I understand. Mm-hmm.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Oh. Why'd they have to be on top of stuff for once?
So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office. Don't you guys have the guest one that allowed us into the evidence room?
I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
I guess not. I guess that's just left. All right. What could we... Well, first I want to actually examine the picture closer, and then...
I want to know if there's anything on the back of that picture.
Okay, nope, there is not. I can't examine it hardcore. I can just see it. There's nothing else I
Damn.
can do. All right.
That's not fair.
I should read this, though.
Yeah, seriously.
It was closed. Perpetrator Joe Dark. Serial murder. Sentenced death. Edward Jones. Jason Knight. Edith Kirby. Kirby, if you're here, look, it's you. Rachel Moss. Jeb Bates. Neil Marshall. Red Press United Edwards. Witnesses Lana Skye and Emma Skye. Investigators Demi Gant, Lana Skye. Bruce Goodman. No, nothing actually. They keep bringing it up, but it gives me no information. Yeah, stabbed in the back.
I don't know. Is there anything
Okay.
from that?
Deceased, 27, the 19th, between 7 and 7:30. Cause of death, single stab wound piercing the heart and lung. Died from blood loss in under 10 minutes. Weapon tip was found in there. Okay.
Okay.
No. This? Oh, can we do this? This was in his room, and we have picture of it with the vase?
Yeah.
Let's give it a try.
So which one should I present first? The vase or the picture?
The picture, because he didn't actually know what the broken vase was, remember?
You're right. Up.
Let me share a little advice with you as a detective. If you don't have a clue, keep your trap shut.
Oh, keep that in mind.
Sheesh.
Damn.
Well then. Okay.
Maybe this? I don't know if that's gonna help.
But I don't see how that would help. Oh, what if you show the files and that Emma was a witness? Like, I don't know, that would connect her more directly to the case. Because he still doesn't understand that she was the girl that Neil was trying to...
Been studying up on those files. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Edgeworth's presentations. To think people are accusing him of injustice. I for one ain't buying it, pal.
Okay, we have to get him to, like, help Edgeworth? Is that the angle?
You're looking into the case for Mr. Edgeworth?
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal when it was going on, you know? After all, a serial killer was on the loose.
But Lana was pretty clear in her confession. She forged evidence in order to prove Joe Dark guilty. Okay, no, that wasn't it.
That didn't bring up a new dialogue.
I'll check.
Did it?
Nope.
Damn it. I don't know if we have anything. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here.
Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it.
Wow. One guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I
We
guess
read
he
this.
must be a foreigner?
I thought maybe something came up. Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime.
Well, you won't. When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. No, I was trying to see if it gave me, like, new stuff about, like, Marshall or something.
I thought it might.
Yeah. No,
Nope.
okay. Good morning, Oscar. Okay.
Wait, could you show him the trophy? Like maybe as a, could you return this to Edgeworth for me?
Alright.
Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got the other day.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Aww. Congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. And I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten. Alright, just like
Okay,
everything else.
That wasn't as useful as I thought it would be. Should
Alright.
we go to Edgeworth's office?
That could be it. We could try that.
Because I feel like we don't have anything here to give him that would convince him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Alright. I'll go back. Doo-doo. Okay. Gotta go all the way back. This is the one thing I don't enjoy. I just want to click and go to a place. I guess it kind of helps where it, like, makes you run into people, I guess. But sometimes it's just annoying. February 24th. High Prosecutor's Office. Room 1202. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is. It looks like he's writing something.
Oh,
Whoa.
What are you doing here?
he sure was quick to throw that paper to the floor.
Which I can see.
Tough day in court, huh?
I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Aw.
Hmm.
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you.
That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide away his real feelings.
So, what did you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
I mean, we gonna talk. We gonna talk, bae. That's it.
There's no excuse for what I've done.
Oh.
2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict.
Give him a hug, Phoenix. Come on.
That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I can do can erase that fact.
It wasn't your fault. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified.
The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error. My responsibility as the prosecutor in charge.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
That
Too
fact
much
remains.
responsibility.
It remains the same no matter what excuses I might have.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I take pride in my work, usually. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this?
Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Wow. All right. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? Yeah.
First last year's trial and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me.
Oh. His face too.
To be honest, you're getting on my nerve.
Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this.
What do you mean?
The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
Yeah, I mean, my pockets are feeling it. It's only half as long as most lists? That's odd.
After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time.
Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
That picture. Something seems strange about it. I will show it to Edgeworth after I ask him about the day of the crime. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered. I'm channeling Enoch here. You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right?
I cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony.
You're not trying hard enough.
We finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department.
Yeah, Edgeworth, how did you have time to get a license, but I didn't? That's all I'm saying. You finished up at the office?
Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. Well, I was asked to take something back.
Oh, see, he wouldn't have returned with the car if he wasn't asked about the screwdriver.
Take something back?
This.
Oh, yeah. Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office.
That's the story we heard yesterday. So, you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to.
That's right.
Well, let us show you this picture in our incredible amount of evidence. We're 3 away from getting another row of evidence.
Literally, we're about
Holy
to hit
hell.
a 4th page.
This is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to present. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office.
Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
It's been bothering us all.
Yes?
The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right. Ah, I remember now.
I am Edgeworth. Remember what?
That is what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design.
A story?
Yeah, it's one of those things you tell people, like, to explain what happened before.
Well, it sounds interesting. Would you mind telling us the story?
It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award based on.
That's not a
Could you
story, Edgeworth.
elaborate?
That's a single word. But I'm assuming that you have, a talking point.
This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale.
Oh.
In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd. The second means shield. Have you heard this story?
Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though? For Emma's sake, yeah.
Very well.
Edgeworth sees through your bullshit.
Long ago, in an ancient land, there was a man named Aku, kingdom of Chu, and there was an armed merchant. One day, a foolish samurai warrior stepped forth to propose the
Oh my
king with
God.
2 items.
Oh my god.
I believe he went shing, shing, shing.
God.
With a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon,
There it is. There's the contradiction.
even from a foolish samurai.
Wait a minute. Objection! Those claims contradict each other.
Very perceptive, but then again, you've heard this story before, right?
Yeah.
Anyway. This is my favorite soundtrack, by the way. Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. But before the final blow was struck, the
Oh.
Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Goodness.
Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize.
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion. Even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today.
That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield?
You'll have to ask Chief Gan. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished.
Sussy wussy.
Abolished perhaps at the back of someone's, anyway.
Ooh. Chief Gant. Alright. Now we'll go somewhere else, I guess?
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere else
So we
is good.
showed the evidence, we did all the talking points.
Oh, no, we want
I
to
think
examine,
we
we want to
need
examine. We want to examine because of that paper.
Oh, right, there's paper on the floor.
I wonder what he was writing before.
Mr. Wright, let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there!
Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground!
Hold on. Tap. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet.
He didn't even look.
What? Letter of...
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you.
Damn.
It says, Letter of Resignation.
Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died.
Oh, no. But, Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one.
But you can fix it. You can be better. You can do better.
No. I'm the only one, and I walk alone. Indeed. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. On this boulevard of broken dreams,
Oh,
no one else should
no.
forgive me either.
I was waiting for it.
Your shadow's the only one that walks beside you. Except me. I'll forgive you. I'm your shadow. But I think he's serious. He's singing the emo song. That can only mean one thing.
Well, my
Mr.
name's
Wright.
Edgeworth. Of course I sing an emo song, Mr. Wright.
That's true. He is Edgy Boy. That is his official nickname.
Uh,
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
this letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything. Gumshoe! Oh, gumshoe! Gumshoe!
Yep,
Come
this
hither!
is what we needed.
Oh, gum.
Do we need to examine anything else here?
I don't think so. This
We got
seems
what
pretty
we
cut
need.
and dry right now.
All right, let's go see Gumshoe.
Oh, gumshoe! I don't care
The
about this.
noises you're making.
Somebody's in here.
Maybe. Oh. Okay. I don't know who this is.
We have one
Ah.
guest. Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. Would either of you care for a quarter-pound of roast beef? It's what I ate for
Yes,
lunch
please.
myself. Miss Star! I guess she's out of lunches? You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. I never thought I'd say these words in this voice, but here we are. Still,
You know, I always wondered about that.
I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't be attributed to mere coincidence. It's too many nickels. Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness. The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Miss Star's hatred towards Lana, it all dates back to 2 years ago. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a hot bowl of gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though, must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Sky.
My sister?
The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo.
Mana. And Chief Gant.
That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation for so long. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong. Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret.
But you don't have proof anything illegal was done.
I'm proof enough of what happened.
Uh.
After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. How sussy-wussy.
Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor.
Nothing's quite as simple as it appears.
Huh?
Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take of the matter. Now here's a prawn lunch. She was being used? Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Gant led the investigation with Lana second in command. They were the best.
They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they?
Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal, supernatural, some would say. His magnetism? By that I mean his ability to attract evidence, and apparently Dylan. He'd produce the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean? Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though, even about his fashion style. I take it she's talking about the foreign evidence, though. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her.
Really?
Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake.
Mr. Marshall.
When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating.
Miss Starr.
That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence.
Chief.
That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. Yeah, it was power. It was all power. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along.
But how could he control Lana?
It's called blackmail, darling, and here's my blackmail lunch special. But I don't know the specifics. One thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. At last! I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Star. I don't normally say that, but you listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I have been. Alrighter. I will say that when we have it Angel Star and Phoenix and just a little bit of Emma, I very much feel like the DM who's talking to two NPCs together. That's the vibe I get.
I could see why you'd have that vibe.
Yeah. But I think this is probably where we'll save and end, guys. It is just about midnight.
Oh shit.
I mean, we could go another half hour if both of you are into it, but okay.
I think it's a good place because
It's
we
a
can
great
remember
place.
that we need to go see
Gant.
Gumshoe
Yeah, Gumshoe. To
and
get
show
Gant.
him the resignation letter.
Exactly.
So I think it's a good place to stop just because we can easily remember what we gotta do next.
Yeah, good place to stop. Good thing to do. Very, very nice. J for title screen. I did just save. And, yeah. All right,
They
guys.
want to be absolutely sure.
We, I hope, chat, you guys had fun for Smash or Pass at the beginning. Definitely took longer than I expected, but I probably should have expected, to be honest.
I mean, we were thorough.
I'm
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely glad that we started half an hour early for the Smasher Pass because that went 2 hours, guys. Smasher Pass went 2 hours, so that was a long time.
Yeah, that was a smart move.
Yep. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming who hung out. No worries, Extreme Bulk Guy. And yeah, I think we'll see, hopefully, anybody who wants to show up for Drawings and Dragons tomorrow. Tomorrow night. And until then, guys, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.
All right. Good night,
Take
everyone.
care, everybody.